This is Jocko Podcast number 506 with Echo Charles and me, Jocko Willink. Good evening, Echo.
Good evening.
Now listen, I need to step out of the moment and put a little perspective to the situation. I spent my youth first as a reconnaissance Marine and then as a Special Forces soldier. I ended up my military life as an assaulter and sniper for 3rd Special Forces Group Commanders in Extremis Force, which, while it no longer exists, at the time could arguably be described as the most vicious, murderous bastards on the planet. Sure, a handful of other units could vie for that title back then, but few. And while I was not their king, I did prove I could run with the pack. I've felt bones break in my hands, I've killed other humans in a significant quantity, and basically led a life of violence few other humans can fathom. Never had I felt anything like this. Not even close. And that right there is an excerpt from a book called Barbarian Spirit, which is written by a guy named Clay Martin, who, as you heard, served both as a Marine Corps scout sniper, reconnaissance Marine, before transferring to the Army, where he was a member of the Special Forces. And his deployments were during periods of fierce fighting. He also served as an instructor teaching both special operations target interdiction, which is their fancy way of saying sniper course. And he also taught advanced urban combat before he was medically retired. After retirement, he became a prolific writer. And I don't throw that phrase out easily, prolific writer. You got to get after it if you want me to call you a prolific writer, but he certainly is. And in that voyage, he's uncovered a path that he's used to overcome some demons, and now he's helping others by guiding them down that same path. And it's an honor to have him with us here tonight to share some of his experiences and lessons learned. Clay, thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, Jocko, thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And yeah, the honor is mutual. Not because you're a famous podcaster or anything like that, because you're an old school SEAL and you've done some stuff,
Bro,
which I respect.
I've had the real old school SEALs have been on it. It's weird too, because the SEAL teams have not been around for that long. When I got to SEAL Team 1 in 1991, I went to the 30-year. So at like January of 1992, I went to the 30-year anniversary of SEAL Team 1. It was when it was born. It was 1962. And I was the youngest. You know how in the Marine Corps they do the youngest and the oldest cut the cake?
Yeah.
So we did that thing.
Yeah.
And it was the youngest, which was me, and the oldest, which was a guy named Double L, who is an old Vietnam UDT guy. And we did the cake cutting. But then fast forward, I don't know what it was a few years ago, I went to the 60th anniversary of SEAL Team 1. And it's just wild that the history is so short. And like guys, you have guys there that you knew that were like at SEAL Team 1 originally, and they're still kicking it around. So I can't say I'm an old school SEAL. I'm still a new guy.
In relative terms for us GWAT guys. Fair.
Yeah, check. So, dude, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I had a really good time reading your various books. Concrete Jungle. What's this one? Prairie Fire. And then we've got The Wrath of Wendigo. Am I saying that right? Wendigo?
You can pronounce it one or two ways. It's a Native American word, so it can be Wendigo or it can be Wendigo. Okay. I'm not native enough to say which one's which.
Right on. I think Wendigo. I think that's the way I naturally say it, so I might just stick with that one. All right, so we'll get into all that stuff. Let's get a little bit of background on you, though, where you came from. It's funny, before we hit record, we were talking about where guys come from.
Right.
And how they grew up and what kind of guys you end up with. It always brings me back to, I had this conversation with a buddy of mine who is a emergency room doctor in Baltimore. And this was in a time, I think they were getting 17 puncture wounds on average a day from stabbings and shootings in Baltimore, because Baltimore was crazy. And he said that if a family, so you get all kinds of collateral damage. You get people that they're not a gang member, but they're just like little Sally was sitting on the front doorstep and she took a freaking round to the head, and she dies and she's 12 years old. And that happens a lot. And he said that basically if you have a family that has, if the family's tight, this traumatic incident can actually bring them together and make them even tighter. But if there's little fractures in that family, this traumatic incident can blow up the family and just cause total destruction. And I didn't make the connection at the time, but as I I see guys now, when guys join the military, it's like when you go to war, if you got some little fractures in there, well, it can like make you more appreciative of life. It can make you better. Mm-hmm. But if in certain situations you got some little fractures, some things can get blown up. So let's talk about where you came from.
Sure. No, absolutely awesome. And I'm going to tell some things on your show today that I've never said before. And it's not even just because I was trying to bury them. It actually comes full circle with what I'm doing now with psilocybin and these other things for these other veterans. A lot of this actually I didn't remember until like 2 months ago. Actually, back in July when I agreed to come on the show, a lot of these things started unlocking. I've actually done probably 3 sessions of plant medicines in the meantime, and it's been extraordinarily weird. But I come from a little place in Texas, little tiny town, little oil patch in the panhandle of Texas, and dirt poor. We were there like when the oil boom ended, so everybody's broke. Especially my family was in oil and gas. Like my dad was a driller on a drilling rig for a while. Grandfather drove trucks in the oil field. So while everybody else is coming up in the country, our economy is smashed. So we're poor guys living in a trailer out in the middle of nowhere. I'm a little guy anyway. I wouldn't get any size until I'm like 20. I go to high school at 4'11" and 95 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, it's wild. It's really fun. People can't believe this stuff later in life, but yeah, I'm not a big dude. Anyway, so things are pretty rough. It's a rough area too in its own way. It's not like we're in downtown Chicago or New York, something like that. But crazy stuff is happening. And while I'm not going to apologize for what happens, it does give me, especially now, some perspective on why my dad was the way he was. Mm-hmm. I can remember like crazy stuff when I'm like, before I can go to school, being like 5 or 6 years old. He's taking me to work with him on this drilling rig, which OSHA would like fly a black helicopter out ready to like shut you. They would they'd go get the president of Exxon for letting this happen. But it's 1985, so this is what's going on. And my dad he's not like really like a tough guy either. He's not like a criminal or anything like that, but he's a smart guy. That's why he's the driller. That makes him like the squad leader for this drilling rig. And his crew, roughnecks back then, they're also not like upstanding citizens. You know what I mean? Like they're in this for the money, and it's a dangerous job, so people die and get hurt all the time. So there's a certain guy that kind of does that. And he's got like Hell's Angels and Mexican banditos on his crew. I can remember like going to jail to get like some of his roughnecks for work release, and then we got to take him back before we go home. And I have also no idea why he's taking me out to work with him on this. This is like insanity that at the time seems fine. Now as a 45-year-old man, I'm like, that in itself is off the chain. Anyway, this goes on. Now you can no longer drill. They're not getting for oil in Texas anymore because it's not worth the money. Economy crashes. We're broke. We're extra broke now. He's got to do some job that he hates now, driving a truck. And things were never like really good at home, if we're being like, totally honest. My dad's a little bit of a psychopath anyway. He's got some violence baked in. CPS by this point has been to our house probably 4 or 5 times already. As you go to school and have bruises, like eventually things are going to come to a head. And it's just not a great environment. I've got 2 sisters, one's 3 years older than me, one's 3 years younger. They're in the middle of this shit too. So this goes on for a while. And also like as a guy in that kind of like environment, you learn very quickly like how to lie to CPS, all right? Because CPS is not going to actually do shit. They're going to come to your house, they're going to say some shit, they're not going to do anything, and you're going to catch it a lot worse when they're gone. So this is going on till about, when did the Gulf War start? 1991?
The first Gulf War was
91.
1991, yeah.
Okay, so this is where things really fall apart. All right, my dad starts to have like a midlife crisis. All right, he's an emotional. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him, but he's coming apart. And the Gulf War starts. He thinks like the apocalypse is upon us. Right, war in the Middle East. Like this is it. This is the end times. So now he wants to start going to church all of a sudden, like out of nowhere. We've never had to do any of this shit in our lives before. Now we're doing this. And when we get to this church, we go back to his mom's church, which is Jehovah's Witnesses, which is a culty, crazy thing, especially in the Midwest. And the other thing about cults is they tend to attract not people that are awesome at life. All right, they do. They tend to attract like derelicts and fuck ups and weak people. That's just how it is. So we start going to this church. Fucking welcome back with open arms or bullshit. a lot of these people have a lot of mental problems. All right, and they're trying to solve this by going to a shrink. All right, but we're in the middle of nowhere, so the nearest shrink is like Dallas, which is like a 9-hour drive. So they're like, okay, you're a mess too. Come on, jump in the van. They're going down to see this shrink. It's like this one shrink that's seen like 15 people, like in sequence. Psychology is also not great in the early 90s. I mean, we're still in like some development stuff. Anyway, they start prescribing him SSRIs of various. They're just trying stuff out, and he's going to go see him like once every month or every 2 months to like, hey, these meds aren't working or whatever. Anyway, he tries lithium, Prozac, all that stuff. Anyway, it started making things a lot worse. All right, he is now like gone from being overly violent and abusive to an absolute fucking crazy person. And he's really coming unglued. And this is the core memory, actually, that ends up being what gets me to join the fucking military. Before this, I'd kind of wanted to, I don't know. I've watched action movies in the 80s. And I kind of wanted to be a Marine for a minute, but most of that meant like, polish my boots and fucking walk in a parade. I didn't even know what the fuck Marines and anybody else really did. I also wanted to be a stockbroker or some other, be rich, some bullshit. Anyway, so I don't remember exactly how this goes. I do. CPS comes to the house. I'm like 12 or 13. I don't know what the fuck happened, but next thing I know, I'm in bed, like 3 o'clock in the morning. Dad comes and rips me out of bed, fucking throws me on the couch between my 2 sisters, and he is absolutely fucking losing his shit. People think they've seen a psychotic rage before, and they haven't. They've seen somebody get angry. All right, they've seen somebody have a little bit of roid rage and throw a fucking dumbbell or some crazy shit. But he is absolutely off the fucking rails. And what occurs to me is he's actually spinning himself up. He's going to kill us in himself. He's fucking freaking out, bashing his own head into the fucking mantle above the fireplace. Just, really, really fucking losing it.
And you're 13 years old.
13.
And so you're watching him. And so is he, this escalates, or does it come out of nowhere?
This is out of nowhere. This is just like, this is shit that will happen too.
And is he yelling and screaming too?
Yeah, slapping us around, fucking freaking out.
Blaming you for stuff?
Yeah, you're going to get his fucking, you're going to get you taken away from me, and, this is all your fault, and all this shit. And I remember actually there's a very heavy lamp next to me. And there's not some fucking hero's ending to this story either. This is just how it is. And as I think he's going to fucking kill us, all right, I realize that I have this weapon. All right, now I've got to make a fucking judgment call as a 12 or 13-year-old kid. Do I wait until his back's turned and try to fucking X him out? I'm going to lose this fight, too. Mm-hmm. I weigh 95 pounds. He weighs 250. I'm going to die if this fucking doesn't work. And I end up not having to because, I don't know, the situation diffuses and he goes outside and gets his truck and fucking hauls ass. But that's the moment that I realize, like, you're on your own, if you're gonna fucking survive in this world, you got to learn how to fucking fight and fight like son of a bitch. And so that becomes my goal. I look like who's the fucking toughest gang around? Fucking I don't know. We got some Mexican mafia dudes. We got some fucking other bullshit. Like nope, those guys are all actually bitches. U.S. tough guys are like the toughest, most murderous bastards that they are. I've seen all the fucking movies. So really, that's what it is. Like. I have to go learn the fucking murder magic from these fucking mythical fucking heroes because that's the only way that I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to be able to take care of my sisters and my mom. Mm-hmm.
Now you got to continue through high school.
Yep.
What's high school like for you? So now did you get did you actually make because I remember when I was a little kid, I wanted to be some kind of commando.
Yeah.
And then at one point I realized, that's a real job.
You could do that. Yeah.
And they're going to give me money to do that job. Here's what I got to do.
Yeah.
So you realize that you're 13 years old in high school or something?
Yeah, it is actually like a weirder path for me than that. I didn't really know about, I'd seen some fucking, I didn't really understand like what it meant though, or that they would pay you. Actually, when I went to the Marine Corps, I thought that's what volunteer meant. Like you just give them 4 years or I thought this shit was free. That's not really the point though. The most important thing that happens, and this will actually come up later in the psilocybin discussion too, I also realized this is the first time that like my fucking rage has like come back. And I realized that someone's gotten me fucking killed. And so I, in that moment, like shut down my emotions. And they will stay shut down for like fucking 25 years. Because I realized that what's actually going to happen if I really fucking come back with it is I'm going to get me and or my sisters fucking dead. So put my head down. Fucking, I'm a little tiny fucker still. Go to high school. Do learn some cool stuff there. End up in a weird way in the football off-season program. I'm a cross-country guy. Because I'm little and skinny, and that's the only sport you can do if you fucking suck at sports. I'm no longer big enough to even pretend to play fucking basketball. Plus, the cross-country team has girls on it. Like, this is awesome. This is fucking amazing. So, start running cross-country, which is cool also because this will be a thing that very much benefits me later. And in the off-season, well, I have to wait for track and field season to pick up where I'm a mile and 2 mile guy. I get in with the football guys because that's the only off-season that we have in this little school. All right. And football guys are fucking scary at this point because it's Texas. Got 300-pound linebackers and shit. And I'm this big. But we weirdly also, for such like a poor and shitty place, we have an absolutely fantastic strength and conditioning program. We'll end up with one that, like many years later, I will know, and I'll go to the gym with who the fuck is he? Who's a famous quarterback from New England?
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. I'll end up, not with Tom Brady, but Tom Brady's backup in college.
Got it.
All right, he's now my strength and conditioning coach. And we ended up, this is like 5 years ago, and we ended up like talking about shit. And it turns out that I had a way better strength and conditioning program in high school than he did. And, anyway, our shit's awesome. So what I realized now, I'm also the third skinniest guy there. So I'm with the other guys that weigh under 100 pounds. And we're like, the bitch end of the gym. We're way down there. And nobody even pays attention to us. I will also never forget this. I've never seen a weight in my life. So I have a 95-pound bench press. It's like, the bar and a couple of tins and a 5 or some shit. But what I realize is that if you work hard at this, though, like, and it's pain. Like, guess what? I can take some fucking pain. But if you work hard at this, like, you will get bigger and you'll get stronger very quickly. And as is a lot of times typical, too, I'm with the guys that have no fucking work ethic. So I'm having to like push them around, get the fuck out of my way. We're working today. And I very rapidly started getting, somewhat bigger and fucking coming up the chain. And it's honestly, it's like one of the most rewarding things I've ever seen. Like, if you just put effort into this shit, like, you can progress. It's fucking amazing.
Especially when you're 13, 14
right.
years old.
Oh, yeah. You're made out of HGH at that
point. So anything else happening in high school? Like, you're into weightlifting, You're running cross country, you're running track. Are you staying out of trouble? Are you passing school?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, I'm doing great at this shit. Weirdly, like, I think my dad sees the threat coming too. So like, he won't let me go lift weights during the summer. He won't let me, stay after school and lift weights. We're in this like kind of fucking back and forth battle. Yeah, so I'm doing everything I can like to get bigger and shit. Mostly though, I'm doing whatever the fuck I can do to get out of home as fast as possible. So I ended up graduating high school at 16. I managed to skip a grade and do some other shit. And I do that. And I also, my sister has graduated a year before me. She's gone to an engineering school in New Mexico. Same thing. I scored really well on the ACTs and SATs and shit. So I get mostly a full ride scholarship to this like top 10 engineering school. And there we go.
Damn. Okay. That's pretty good focus coming from this freaking chaotic shithole you were rolling out of.
It was rough. Especially,
Did you see something? Was there some example that you saw? I mean, did your older sister, you saw like, okay, I see what she's doing. I can do that. Was it somebody at school, a coach or something like that?
No, actually it was. So on the cross-country team, there's another guy. I won't say his name because he might actually still be an active duty. I don't know. But he's just like a senior. I'm a freshman. But he's like the biggest, scariest motherfucker I've ever seen. Like, he's fucking jacked and yoked and fucking fast and, dude's fucking hard as nails. And it's not like he's going to talk to me a lot because I'm like, fucking 13, 14. But his career path, he wants to go be a SEAL. Mm-hmm. And that also makes me like start thinking, like, what the fuck is a SEAL? Like, you put caulking on the wall? Like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, no, he's badass. He wants to do this. I'm like, well, maybe this is something I could do too. And weirdly, like, he graduates, and he makes it. I don't even know if I ever saw him again, but I knew friends of friends. And he came back after Buds or whatever, and he'd done it. It's like, holy shit, like this can be done. It's actually weird when I started thinking about this guy. I just listened to a podcast not too long ago about the SEAL that then became a Ford Legionnaire and shit. He was from San Diego.
Yeah.
And he goes off on this whole thing about, he's from San Diego, he played football, and like, he's done all these years, never seen anybody from San Diego make it through Boston. All the wrestlers and everybody has fucking tried. Somehow, our little town of 4,000 people has made him. There's another guy that graduates a year after him that also becomes a SEAL. And, then a year after that, you end up with me, who ends up being a Recon Marine and Green Beret.
Oh, yeah. Something in the water.
Something in the water. Such a tough and terrible place that you'll do anything to get out of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something weird like that.
So now are you like 17 when you go to college then?
Yeah. So I turned 17 a couple months after I graduated from high school. Go to college at 17. It's an adjustment, as we've also this whole time, like my dad's like crazy control measure stuff has been like, it's been nuts. Like, we joined the church, he makes us, call all of our friends from school and tell them, like, we're not friends anymore because they're not part of the cult. And we're the only kids in this town to go to this fucking crazy-ass church. That's not a fun conversation to have, like, 11 either. Your friends are like, what, motherfucker? Like, and, it takes a couple years, and then we can kind of be friends at school again, but you can't go do anything. The drugs are also fucking him up in this crazy way of, like, now he has to keep all this. So we don't get to, like, really socialize with the other kids from church from the next town over. When we go to church, we got to come home and, I don't know, fucking clean the barn or some dumb shit. So I'm also going to college with, like, absolutely no social skills. Certainly no girl skills. And just a fucking mess. But now I'm basically free. For the most part.
Are you living at the college? Like
yes,
you're
yes.
out? Okay.
Yeah, and it's in the next state over. It's in New Mexico.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah. So you're free and clear.
Kind of. Still weird shit will happen. Like, I've been there about a month, and I wake up one Saturday morning, and my parents are pounding on my door. Because I'm still a minor. And like, hey, we can fucking inspect a barracks room, basically. I'm like, holy shit. So yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely bananas. But when I get to college, I have no intention of graduating from college. I'm like, I'm going to use this money that I'm going to have to pay back eventually because I'm going to lose my scholarship. And I'm going to get really strong. And I'm going to go do some version of commando guy stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know which one it is. I'm going to talk to all the recruiters. I'm going to do all the research. And that's what I'm going to do. So that is actually what I end up doing. But that's actually a weird thing that happens in there. By the end of the first semester, like, I'm obviously failing class because I barely show up. Like, I show up to the gym. I actually got two buddies that are with me. We have the remember the old build up to buds packet that you get from the Navy recruiter? Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. It's awesome.
Right on.
Just these two guys just want to do a workout, but they're my buddies, so we do all this shit. Going to judo and kickboxing class, which is awesome that we happen to have those at this college, which is amazing. That's also awesome. If you have no idea how to fight and you came from somewhere that like nobody else really knows how to fight, they'll kick your ass because they've had 5 minutes of boxing class or something. All of a sudden, I'm in this environment where it's like, I don't even have to give you money. Let me get this right. I don't even have to give you money. All right, you will teach me how to hurt people with my hands. Awesome. And then you will teach me how to kick and hit people. They're like, yeah, all you got to do is take some pain. I'm basically like conditioning my shins all day with a fucking stick after I learn how to do this instead of going to engineering school. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I'm failing, so I'm going to lose my scholarship and I'm going to get kicked out of college. And I'm also realizing like this is just a lot of money that I'm going to have to pay back. So like midway through my second semester, I finally call a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah. Well, this is the fact that I need to know. I'm like, hey, I am a Texas resident. I'm 17. I've graduated from high school. What is my legal status? And he's like, well, in the state of Texas, you are an emancipated adult. So you can't buy a pack of smokes, you can't buy beer, but you are also, in the eyes of the law, like no longer a minor and nobody can tell you what the fuck to do. So I'm like, awesome, sweet. I'm going to drop out of college now just to save money. I'm going to go live with my uncle in Wyoming, he's an Air Force dude. And he also has none of this crazy shit going on. I've been like telling him over the phone. He's like, what? Fuck. So this incident happens. Now I own shit too. So I'm going to call my parents. All right. I'm going to be like, hey, check it out, motherfucker. Like, I'm no longer a minor. I'm going to the fucking Marine Corps when I turn 18, and you can fuck off. And that's what's happening. So I do that, and I don't know. I go for a fucking walk in the desert after that. Well, apparently they called my older sister, who's also in my same college, and we're a small college too. It's not like we're going to University of Pittsburgh. She's like 2 buildings over in her fucking dorm room, and I don't know, whatever kind of guilt trip they lay on her, she tries to kill herself.
Jesus.
Yeah, she fucking slashed her wrist with some fucking glass. All right. Fortunately, her roommate finds her. fucking fixes this fucking problem. All right, but this is obviously not fucking good. So I am like, oh fuck, now I'm kind of leaving my sister out here fucking flapping too. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. I finally end up. I call my grandmother, my mom's mom, and I just lay all this fucking shit on her. I'm like, hey, I know we haven't talked in like fucking 5 years, but here's what the fuck has been going on. All this crazy shit. My sister's trying to kill herself. I don't know what the fuck to do. And I think I also called my parents at that point, like, hey, motherfucker, like, leave her out of this. So this whole thing comes unfucking-glued. My grandmother's driving down from Oklahoma with, like, one of my uncles, his muscle. My parents actually have moved to Seattle now while I'm in college from Texas. So my mom's, like, flying in from Seattle, too, and then there's this whole fucking crazy fucking family drama that happens, like, right there on the fucking campus of college. Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking absolutely nuts. I end up leaving. I go live with my uncle. He kind of helps me out with getting my shit together to go to the military. And then the day I turned 18, I joined the Marine Corps.
What about your sister? What happened to your sister?
My older sister, she was fine. Basically, she hadn't cut herself bad enough to like really fuck herself up. It was more. I'm not gonna say it was like a cry for help suicide, but thank God she didn't manage to like actually.
Yep.
So she's fine. I've kind of laid the fucking scunnion down, and Grandma has too. Like, hey, don't ever fuck with my fucking sister again. So they just kind of started leaving her alone, and that's just kind of the way it goes. They're more concerned now about me going to the fucking military because I'm also going to get excommunicated from the church for doing this. That's how this shit works, and I don't care. Fuck these people.
Had you been to the church since you've been at?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
So now it's just on them. Like they're trying to maintain you inside the church, and when they lose you, they're going to kind of pay for it some way.
In some way, yeah. Well, it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be fucking terribly embarrassing. It's also going to be super embarrassing. It's not like it would actually be better for them if I turned gay, was in a fucking gay parade out here at fucking San Diego, instead of going to join the fucking killing machine, which is like the gravest of sins. So basically they end up leaving my. I'm now the super problem child. I've got all the fucking heat coming down.
Damn,
but they also can't come and get me. So.
That's freaking crazy to think. Like a lot of parents, I mean, I would say almost all parents, if their sons join the Marine Corps, they're like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'd be fucking awesome.
That kid's off the payroll. He's got a freaking squared away job. Like he's got health insurance for the rest of his life.
Right.
Like, we're good to go. But your parents are freaking.
Oh, yeah. They are upset. If I at any point during this, if I talk to them, they're like, you can't do this. Like, well, fuck it, I can do whatever. Yeah, so it is wild, and this will also be true through like, especially my first 4 years of military service, where I'm doing some wild shit. Like nobody's proud of that. I got nobody to fucking tell.
When you're saying you're doing wild shit, what do you mean you're doing wild shit?
Okay, so I go into the
What year is it?
That's 1998.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I actually end up here at MCRDC San Diego in October of 98.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I go to boot camp. Boot camp is actually fucking easy as fuck. Like, I am loving it. Like, I'm there about 3 days before I realize that, like, the drill instructors are like, well, fuck with you at night. This is the safest I've ever felt. Like, I'm having a great time. Like, and they'll yell at you, but as long as you, like, follow these rules and shit, like, everybody's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
That clean slate that you get when you join the military.
Yeah.
Like, here's the things you got to do.
Yep.
If you do these things, you're going to be fine.
That's right.
And that's it. And we got you.
Yeah. And hey, if you fuck up, here's like a little, you don't even get like your head cut. This is like a little punishment, teach you not to fuck up. Get back in here. Like, okay, hey, this is great. This is fantastic.
So you're loving it from day one.
Oh yeah, love it.
And so you get done with boot camp, and then what kind of did you sign some kind of contract?
Oh, yeah.
What was your contract for?
Infantry.
Straight up.
Hell yeah. Straight
Let's
up.
go.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Just get done with boot camp. Did you go through SOI out here? Did you go?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to SOI out here. Actually went to my this is funny too. This is one of like 3 things I ended up failing in my military career, and it's mostly for a certain thing of I'm really strong when I go to boot camp. I'm running, I've never carried a ruck though in my life, and that's actually one of the harder things I think for your body to adjust to. So my shins are fucking broke off.
That's weird too, because you were a runner.
Yeah,
there's a difference, man. There's a huge difference.
Huge difference. Yeah, and so my shins are a little fucked up. They're not too fucked up, but there's a recon screening in between boot camp and SOI if you want to go. Mm-hmm. So I go to that one, do the swim, all the bullshit. But the ruck run, it's a 5-mile ruck run as part of the indoc back then with I think a 40-pounder. I mean, it breaks me off. It's ugly. It's funny.
So did you fail it?
Oh yeah, I failed the first one. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's funny. The medic who's like, I'll actually end up meeting him many years later again. He's over in the one of the Army Special Mission Units now. But he is running beside me, talking to one of his friends, like having a fucking merry old time while I'm like just dying, like fucking. And that's actually kind of embarrassing too, is what happens. So go to infantry school. I'm like, I got to get a lot fucking tougher before I be with these fucking dudes. And so that's cool. Yeah, that's what you do. Go to infantry school, no big deal. We're part of a weird program back then that they're trying to get guys away from where they're from. So my whole infantry class, they pick up and fly to Lejeune. And the guys that just graduated on the East Coast, they pick up and fly to Pendleton.
That's some Marine Corps activity, right?
Oh, yeah, that's some Marine Corps shit. Like, we didn't want this to be easy on you. Here you go.
That's like the Russians did that back in the day. They would take,
right.
You would not be with people that were from your hometown.
Correct.
They wanted no unity with that force. They wanted unity with the Soviet Union.
Yes.
So that's what the Marine Corps was doing too. Straight up, you're out of here, huh? So then where do you get stationed?
Lejeune. Yeah, 2-8.
Okay.
Yep. 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines, America's Battalion.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then you do a workup getting ready for deployment?
We as soon as we get there, they're actually like, hey, we're going straight to Panama in like 2 months. And that was when they were shutting Panama down. So it's 1999 now. We're going to be one of the last guys to rotate in there. And it's pretty cool because we're only going as like a company element. And all we're doing is like guarding Air Force and Navy's fucking weapons depots and shit because they're pulling everything back that's important. So, we don't have a whole crazy bunch of responsibility. But it's fun. It's awesome. I've never seen the jungle before. Now I'm in it with like a fucking gun. Like this is cool shit. Fucking grease paint.
Hell yeah, bro. You grew up watching those Nom movies,
right,
dude.
Hell yeah.
You think you're a Nom 100%.
Yeah, 100%. And we're on this Air Force base too, which is obviously awesome. Yeah. Like swimming like a mile a day because they have a badass pool. I mean, it's great. Oh, also you can drink in Panama. Regardless of age. Yeah. So yeah, I'm 18 when we start. I turned 19 down there, but you can just buy booze at the PX because it's another country. So it's great. It's fantastic. The freaking
19-year-old grunts fantasy.
Hell yeah. Exactly right. But there's a couple of us. Of course, you kind of, especially like the infantry, you're always going to kind of gravitate towards the dudes that are like you. So I gravitate towards a couple dudes that are also hard asses and like, hey, we could fucking drink a million beers, or we could drink a couple of beers and also get really hard and fucking do a bunch of gym shit and go to the recon screening when we get home. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what we do. We work out the whole time, get all fucking yoked up. Come back. One of the guys goes to a state platoon, goes to their in-doc, ends up in a state platoon. I go to the recon screening, pass that one with ease, and get sent to a recon battalion eventually.
And so when you get done passing the recon screening, then do you go to the recon school in Coronado?
No.
What do you do?
You don't go straight there. What you do, the screening is just like you're good enough that we'll spend a little bit of time looking to see if you're good enough. It's like a day long. It's kind of tough, but it's not anything fucking crazy. For me, then, you actually get orders to the battalion at Lejeune, and you show up, and you're in a different status than everybody else. In fact, the first thing you get is a rope that goes around your body, and it's tied in this fucking certain way. And that rope means that anybody there can fuck with you at any time they want, regardless of their rank and regardless of your rank. And that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to put you through this and see if you're good enough to go to either ARS over at Little Creek or basically BRC over at Coronado.
Check. Yeah. And then how long do you spend there before you go to one of those schools?
Well, this is where things turn a little bit weird too. So at this time, like Recon Battalion is hurting for bodies. Like they cannot fill it fast. There's supposed to be a battalion. We've got 3 platoons on the East Coast.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's for Recon Battalion. The Force Recon guys are attached to us, and I think they've got like 2 or 3 platoons too. It's so fucking slim that like guys are basically in a cycle of MEU workup, MEU, 6 months off, MEU workup. So they're really trying to have to get more 0321s into the battalion. So this is one of those things that I'm glad it happened the way it happened because it was different, but it also is going to kind of fuck us as like, do you have an asterisk next to your MOS? So they decide like, hey, we can't get enough fucking school slots. We're going to run a BRC right here at Lejeune in-house. All right. So they do. And the guys that end up doing it, like, they don't want to do it either. Because now we're fucking with tradition. We're doing like, we're really coloring outside the fucking lines. So they are extra fucking brutal on us. They want this program to fail. All right? They do not want this fucking bullshit to happen. But also orders are orders, so you got to fucking, you got to do your shit. Yeah, they fuck us up. We actually, the whole battalion has to go to Greece in the middle of this too. So now we're in a foreign country doing a thing where they fucking want to fuck with you, and they fucking break our asses off. Mm-hmm. The big thing at BRC or ARS is called Patrol Week, and it's like the rough equivalent of like Hell Week, right? Mm-hmm. It's different. It's not exactly the same thing. It's like, oh, you're gonna get fucked up and have to do these stupid missions and no food, no sleep, all shit. They give us a double one. They give us 10 days instead of 5. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, and it does to a degree. I don't even remember how many of us graduated. I want to say out of 40, it was like 6 or 9. It was not many. Like they fucked us up.
There's, I'm for the boys as much as the next guy, but man, when you let the boys loose like that,
dude, fuck, dude. Oh, it's
gonna be problems.
It is fucking not good. It is not good. It's funny actually where I end up. That's the first time I ever meet Captain Azimbek too.
Oh, okay.
For a minute, he ends up in charge of like the fucking RIP platoons. And dude's a fucking monster, and he's fucking badass. Yeah, fucking legend and shit. He'll come out and like fight the whole fucking RIP class at once. Yeah, he's fucking great guy. And I also think partially that they put him in charge of this shit for a little bit because they had to give it the air of legitimacy. Mm-hmm. Like if you're gonna do some bullshit and like we're gonna give tridents out in fucking Thailand this week instead of in Coronado, like you really gotta have your shit correct. All right, and, maybe Captain Zimbek adds enough weight to this to make it count. Whatever. Anyway, so we graduate. They send almost all of us to one new platoon. Now we got 4 platoons on the East Coast. We just made a new one with some other guys. Mm-hmm. This also makes the transition to recon battalion like really shitty, as like the dudes that weren't there and like didn't see what the fuck happened. They're blowing up in the hallway like, hey, fuck you. You didn't ran up the Loch Ness Monster where the fucking thing is at Low Creek, and we're like, hey, fuck you. Like we did some crazy shit. I'll fight you right now. We've just done this, 3 or 4 months, however long it's ugly as fuck. And then they also flip around us from it like, hey, fuck it, we decided that it counts. We're gonna send you fucking Little Creek. And we're like, oh god damn it, this is gonna fuck. Like we'll do it if you have to, but it's fucking painful. But I end up not doing that. They're like, hey, fuck it, you're 0321s. But this was kind of the thing that will like kind of plague some of us. Like if somebody wants to talk shit for like the rest of our career at Recon, I'll be like, well, fuck you, yours doesn't count.
Yeah. Oh shit. So now you're done.
Yep.
So now you're 0321.
Yep. Now I'm cool. Yep.
And what, you go on deployment? Do work up on deployment?
So we go to school phase first. That's where you're going to get like your specialized shit that you need. Because we don't have it built in like Buds does. We don't have dive school built in. And we don't have an immediate airborne pipeline. But every platoon is supposed to have a dive team and a jump team and a fucking rucksack team. Uh-huh. So we got to get 6 dudes dive qualified down at Panama City. We got to get 6 dudes airborne qualified, and then there's also some like other little bullshit. We got to have a couple snipers, and we got to have whatever else. So basically, they get the dream sheet of who wants to do what. I actually did really well at our course. I wasn't like the fucking honor graduate, but I got a little fucking most HUA dude fucking award. They're like, Lance Corporal Martin, you are stupid, but goddamn you are hard. Whatever.
Stupid but tough. We'll take those guys too. Right. These guys are good to go.
Right. Exactly. So anyway, we get to all pick, and because I did awesome there, I pick what I want, which is Marine Scout Sniper School. Actually asked for Ranger School and Marine Scout Sniper School, but they're like, there's no fucking way you can do these 2 things back to back. So you're going to go to Airborne School and Pathfinder, and if you pass that, you go to Scout Sniper School.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you went. How long is that Marine Corps Scout Sniper School that you went through?
Oh shit, man! I was actually trying to remember this a couple of days ago. I want to say it's 13 weeks back then. I mean, it's fucking ugly and long.
Yeah, that was kind of our SEAL snipers.
Yeah,
that was sort of the basis of when they started putting that school together. A lot of our early guys, and they went to like all kinds of different schools to put it together. But they're definitely, and we would send guys to that school straight up.
Hell yeah.
So that's a very respected school.
Yeah, very much so.
Did you like? What's the attrition rate in that school?
Oh fuck! It is fucking high. Mm-hmm. This is something that I'll have to like try to explain to like my Army teammates many years later after I've done SOTIC, because I had to get requalified over there. The difference between Green Berets and their sniper school, and I'm guessing it's probably this way for SEALs and their sniper school, is in the Marine Corps. Sniper school is not just like a follow-on skill where we teach you how to do shit, because we have sniper platoons also. So it's a fucking brutal reality gut check. Like, we're going to fuck with you and make sure you're a tough guy and do all kinds of like dumb shit and just to see if you're good enough to, not just if you can shoot and be a sniper, but if like you're hard. Because it is a gatekeeping thing for their community.
Yeah.
And it's not like you get to skip those parts. You're like, well, I got my fucking decoder. And like, oh, yeah, come in at week 4. No, you're getting fucked up too. So it's very high. I want to say it's over 50%. Mm-hmm. There's actually pictures of classes where nobody graduated. Yeah. It's like the instructor standing there with fucking...
Right on. And did you like have that urge to be a sniper when you were a kid?
No.
What made you think it was cool?
This has kind of been the before I've gone in, like I've read like all the Carlos Hathcock books and all this other shit too, and I've also looked at it as like the 2 most badass tough guy things you can be in the Marine Corps is a recon dude and a sniper. So if you can manage to do both of those, you're good to go. Which would have been a lot easier if I could fucking shoot.
Are you a shitty shot naturally?
Oh, I'm fucking terrible. I'm fucking awful. I think I'm good because, I don't know, I've spent some time with my fucking 22 at the range and, shooting stuff. I walk out of boot camp with the pizza box of shame, which in the 3 grades of Marine marksmanship, there's expert, which is, awesome. There's sharpshooter, and then there's the barely passed, which is the pizza box square. Everybody can see it from a mile away. Like, you. Yeah. It turns out I actually fucking suck with a rifle. Oh, fuck. So this is also a problem because this is getting in the way of the other half of the dream, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, shit. And actually, to get into our Marine Scout Sniper School as a Marine, you have to qualify consecutively 2 years or 2 times expert. All right, so it's going to be a little bit of a fucking problem. So, good recon Marine, what do I do? I fucking cheat my ass off. I go to the fucking rifle range with our fucking boys, and the way that we used to do things, like, okay, you and me see each other. Okay, you go down to the pits. I can take your pencil, fucking mark me. Don't set the fucking record or no crazy shit. But I need a 225 or whatever to fucking pass. And so we managed to do this somehow in like 6 months. And that last time, the fucking guys come back and they're like, dude, those last 5 shots, I'm not sure they hit the fucking earth. So I have not exactly set myself up for fucking success, right? But I do go to sniper school. I think I've shot a fucking rifle with a scope on it like 1 time before this. All right, this is not good. And I end up passing the shooting phase of Marine Scout Sniper School by my last bullet.
Damn.
Yeah, like fucking for real. Like in the world of honesty, I wish somebody would go pull the fucking records. I could theoretically actually be the worst shooting Marine Scout sniper there's ever lived. But it turns out I'm awesome at the other stuff though, like stalking and fucking field grabs and all this bullshit. I shoot the shoot with the fucking blanks, little stock bullshit like we've all seen in the Clear Presentation movie. I shoot the NCOIC of Marine Scout Sniper School, who's a fucking legend and like the baddest dude in the world at spotting people from 10 meters, and get away with it. So get a little respect from that one. Like you can't shoot for fuck, but you can get close enough to stab him. So good enough.
So where are you when September 11th goes down?
Oh fuck!
Because we had to be getting close to September 11th.
We're getting real close to it. Yep. So this is actually, in a lot of ways, for pre-war shit, this is like the dream come true. I'm a fucking 0321 with a fucking hog's tooth by my 21st birthday.
Hell yeah.
Which is fucking awesome. So we actually go out to 29 Palms. That's our first thing we do as a platoon, do this desert bullshit. I am sitting in the PX at Lejeune getting a haircut so we can have like our first formation after this fucking 29 Palm shit when maybe the second plane hits. The first one kind of, I don't even know if most people acknowledge, it's an accident. We're sitting there with the fucking barber chair when the second one happens, we're like, oh, fuck. So, off we go, finish our haircuts, get back to battalion.
And you're 21 at that time?
I'm 21, yep.
Do you have any idea? Like, are you like, oh, we're going to war?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. We are fucking stoked. Like, we're mad. We're mad as fuck, all right? This just happened. But also, we are fucking going, dude. This is fucking World War III, fucking Vietnam all rolled into one. Like, we're going.
And so I was like, I guess it was, I was 30, I guess, at the time. So I'm 30 years old, maybe 31. But I've been in the military for a long time.
Yeah.
So I was like, where you were thinking like, oh, it's World War III, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's going to be a couple strike missions. There's going to be a couple DAs. Like, we're going to drop a bunch of bombs. Yeah. Because what was the last thing we did? We dropped bombs in Kosovo and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like big air campaign, but no boots on the ground.
Yep.
Which honestly, I'm looking at now like, it's actually a pretty cool thing. I've been talking about this, what we just did in Iran.
Yeah.
People are like, well, what is that? I'm like, that's actually a pretty legit way to run a war.
Fucking brilliant, actually. Yeah.
36 hours, like we all come home.
Right.
bad guys are having problems now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah.
So that 90s war is actually a pretty cool thing. I support the 90s war mentality.
I guess I should rephrase my position. I don't think that we're going to be building Liberty ships and throwing fuck. But I do think it's like the Johnny Commando guys though. Like we're going to fuck everybody up. We're going to be doing this shit for the next 20 years, just fucking stabbing people in their sleep, and just all kinds of awesome shit. But that is not what's going to happen for us either. Right then.
Mm-hmm. How long is it? Do you go to Afghanistan?
No. So this is actually it's worth the time to tell. It's a very important story, I think, especially for like your podcast and talk about leadership, the stuff that you cover all the time. Is I'm about to see like some kind of crazy shit that I will never see again. So this happens, we don't go anywhere. Crazy shit's happening. Listening, they got little grunts like digging fight positions outside the company headquarters and putting machine guns on them and shit.
Hell yeah.
Nobody knows what the fuck is. There's like guys defending Oslo Beach and shit. We're like, what the fuck? But none of this happens. So a little bit of time goes by, and we as Marines kind of like started getting back into just like normal flow. There's probably by this point like a little bit of shit happening in Afghanistan. Like Delta's over there and some range, like some fuck shit. We're like, holy fuck, this is happening. We're going, and what's our job gonna be? What the fuck are we about to go do? And a little bit more time, so we're probably mid-October now. It's been like a month, and we're confused basically. And we ended up doing this exercise out at the beach. It's the whole battalion, and we're doing an amphib exercise. And we have fucking boats and fucking scuba tanks and shit. And now we're really like, what the fuck? It's Afghanistan. Like, what are we doing? But we think maybe we've got some other shit going on. Maybe we're building up to go hit fucking North Korea, whatever. So word comes down that his name is, I can't remember if Sergeant Major Duke or Dukes, but it doesn't matter. We got this dude that for us is kind of like the fucking bullfrog. Right? He's like the oldest fucking guy. This fucking recon Marine. He's actually got a weird story because he was a Green Beret in Nam.
Damn.
Yeah, and he might have even been like battlefield commissioned, and then some fucking crazy shit happened, and he became a fucking Marine instead.
Hey, whether it's true or not, the legend lives
the legend
on, bro.
lives
He
on.
was battlefield commissioned in Nam.
Right. But I definitely know he wasn't. Like he came and spoke at our ball the year before this, so like I know who he is, and like he's got like fucking all kinds of fucking medals and fucking Silver Star, fucking crazy shit. He's out now. He's retired long before I show up, but he's still kind of like our fucking guy. And so he shows up on the beach. And he's like, "Hey guys, check it out." It's like, my new job right now is like I'm special advisor to the commandant about fucking force recon bullshit. I'm like, okay. And he's like, "All right, I gotta talk to you guys. I gotta tell you what's up." It's like, what's up now is I told the commandant that you guys are not ready. You get like a fucking pin drop on that beach. We're like, what? He's like, yeah, everybody else in SOCOM's gonna go do some crazy bullshit, and I just don't, really have the faith in you guys, your fucking shit's together, and so I advised him of that, and that's what's up. We're like, this is where he makes his fucking mistake though. He's like, hey, look, I know it's hard to take. All right, I don't know. We're also at this point like, what the fuck else are we gonna do? Like, I'm fucking Snyder's fucking little assaulter fucking dudes over here, fucking got MP. What? He's like, so hey, I know it's probably kind of hard to take, but he's like, I'm staying at the fucking base hotel. I'm in a room like fucking 105 or whatever bullshit. And he wants to come talk to me about why I think this and what might come and see me. We're like, fuck, okay. So he, fucks off back to base. I don't even know what the hell he's doing something on Lejeune that day. So we finish our amphib shit. Fucking now we go plant our little fake charges on the fucking bridge, whatever bullshit. Again, we grab a couple of fucking hard ass dudes and like, this motherfucker's running in the jungle of Nam at 19. He's gonna tell me like we ain't ready. Like I want to know why. So it's like midnight. We go to the PX, get a case of beer, fucking show up at this fucking dude's room, bang on the door. He answers the door in his tidy whities, like, hey, Sergeant Major fucking Dukes, I'm fucking whoever. You said anytime, any place, brought a case of beer. We want to know why we're not ready. And he's like, guys, it's kind of late. Maybe you come back some other time. And that is the moment that my faith in the Marine Corps fucking shattered. We get back in the car and go back to our barracks, and we're like, what just happened?
Insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you still got to go on deployment.
Oh yeah, I still got I still got like fucking 2 years left of my contract. Like, yeah, we're doing this shit. So a bunch of us at that point, now the war in Afghanistan is accelerating. There's stuff going on. There's other guys going over. And, honest to God, we all start looking at where am I going to go next? Because it's not going to be here. What are the SEALs doing? What are Green Berets doing? What are fucking Rangers doing? What's the checklist of how do I fucking cross services? So this sucks. But
you know what's crazy is I was in Baghdad when the guys got hung from the bridge in Fallujah.
Yeah,
and I was the SEAL platoon commander at the time, and I was like, dude, we will go get him right now. And I told my task unit commander, who was a freaking aggressive, great dude.
Yeah.
He runs up to the siege SOTF like, hey, I got guys that are loading their vehicles right now. Like, we can be there in 30 minutes. Yep. And they're like, no, stand down. And the Marines went in.
Okay.
And I was like talking to my assistant platoon commander. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm going to the Marine Corps. Like, I'm done with this. This is bullshit. Like, I'm going to the Marine Corps, and like, I'm going to figure it out. Yeah. And he's like, I'm in, And so luckily some things happened where he ended up going and working with the Marines for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And that was at the end of deployment. So I went home and he stayed and worked with the Marines for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And he came back and I was like, dude, how's the Marine Corps? And he goes, we don't want to be in the Marine Corps. And I was like, I go that bad. He goes, it's not, and look, I do love the Marine Corps. I work with the Marine Corps a ton. But yeah, it's not, well, I'm glad I ended up where I ended up.
I think I want to make something very clear about my position. A lot of these stories, again, like I've never told, especially like one like this. I've never told in this kind of detail. I didn't want to demoralize young Marines and shit when the fucking war's going on. Like, I want to think they're fucking awesome Johnny Commando badass motherfuckers, because they are. They fucking are. And this was just not going to be fucking helpful. And there's a lot of awesome shit that the Marine Corps does. Yeah. And for me, in this one little microcosm, though, I've just gotten smacked in the fucking mouth, and I'm not happy about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got asked by Dave Portnoy. He's like, we were at the Naval Academy Army Navy football game.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you had to pick one branch to go to war, and like as he's finishing the course, like Marine Corps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking awesome.
Man, when you work with the Marine Corps, like the Marine Corps, they are good. They are at a high level across the board, and they can make so much stuff happen. And freaking Marines are just reliable.
Oh,
they will
awesome.
get the shit done.
Oh yeah.
So, God bless the Marine Corps.
God bless. Yeah.
All right. But you still, like I said, you got to go into deployment.
Oh, you got to go fucking deployment. Yeah. Yeah. So, we do a fucking finish up our school shit. This is actually where I break my back. So my first jump out of airborne school, I ended up going to airborne school because I got to be on the jump team. Shear 2 vertebrae in the fucking back on a jump when we're supposed to be doing MU train up. We weren't even supposed to be on this fucking jump. We're trying to get our gold wings before we get out of the Marine Corps, so we at least have something. I am fucked up.
Like just a static line jump?
Yeah, just static. It's out of one of the beach LCs.
Okay.
It's something that like Army dudes don't know. You dudes are the Navy dude. When you jump over the ocean and you're headed for like the breeze can come up, like crazy winds can come in. That's what happens. We jump out of this 46, winds jump to some ridiculous speed, and we're just
boom.
Yeah, a couple dudes get fucked up. I get fucked up the most though. But now we're in a weird spot. Like, oh fuck, like we can't go tell the MU that I just got like hurt during a. So we're trying to cover this up. Is kind of what it is. Like, my medics like coming in my room and help me out. We don't go to the hospital because. We'll see. We'll wait and see. All right, take this a little bit. By the time I finally do have to go to the hospital, it's 6 or 8 weeks later, I get a bone scan. They're like, we can see 2 vertebrae were broken. We can't tell you when. Like, you can still walk and you can still fucking use all your fingers. So this could have happened when you were fucking 16. Or it could have happened fucking last week or 6 weeks ago. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, fuck. So we're still doing the workup. And finally, my platoon sergeant comes to me because they're kind of like hiding me in the back too while they're doing some recce shit. And he's like, hey, look, man. And he's a legend. This dude's fucking awesome. His name is Derek Simmons. He's actually got like 6 combat action ribbons by 2001 because he's been in like fucking everything you can be in from like 1983 to fucking now.
Hell yeah.
He's famous for doing pull-ups against Arnold Schwarzenegger with twin 80s on his back when they're still at the beach and winning.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a fucking monster. Like, he's like, hey, check it out, dude. It's like, I broke my back one time too, and guess what? That hurt like a son of a bitch. He's like, you got 2 choices right now though. You can either fucking put your runner shoes on and show me in the next 2 weeks that you're fucking tough enough to still be here, or you can get med boarded and your fucking military career's over. And I'm like, oh fuck. I picked the running shoes. Let's fucking go. All right, and it fucking hurts. But 3-4 months later, we're on the MU. I'm in the mountains of Kosovo with fucking recce rock. So, we go on the MU. Now it's like 2002. We think maybe like this is gonna be like our MU is gonna do like strike packages now. We're gonna fucking do some Johnny Commando shit. I don't know, but we're still going on the MU. hope springs eternal at that point. You're like, well, at least we have like bullets, and we're not in America, or at least somewhere that some shit could pop off. But mostly nothing does. You know, we fucking dick around on the Mew. It ends up becoming like the longest Mew of all time, if I'm not mistaken. It's like 9-10 months. And so eventually we all get stop loss too. Like they had to extend the Mew, so we had to stop loss us, and we're like, fuck. You know?
Were you in the Med? Where were you?
We were in the Med, and then we kept going through the Suez. We went through the Suez like fucking 6-7 times. So we'll go down to the Red Sea, and we'll go over Djibouti, and then we're fucking around in the Persian Gulf, and then we'll go. They just really can't decide what the fuck to do with us.
So you're going freaking crazy.
Oh yeah, we're fucking losing our shit. We are fucking losing our shit. And then we also can see, like fucking Fox News on the ship, like they're doing the build up for Iraq, and like everybody should fucking first Mardiv fucking here and fucking LAR, and like for months. I don't even. It was a long time. Yeah. And we're like, we're like fuck. And then you're also trapped in this decision cycle, like. Let's say the Mew gets home. Can I immediately re-enlist for First Force Recon and fucking land in fucking Kuwait 2 weeks later? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. Or is this the time to cross services?
This is grunt math right here, bro. This is grunt math. Like, how do I get to war, bro?
Like, are we really going to Iraq, or is this bullshit, and I'm going to re-enlist in the Marine Corps and get fucked for another 4 years? Like, son of a bitch. But we end up getting extended, and we're out there. Oh, and this is the brutal part of this shit. So... Same gunny that was our gunny that had fucking 6 combat action ribbons, like every fucking thing. He's like, when we go on the Mew, he's like, hey, check it out, guys. I need to tell you some fucking terrible shit that may happen. He's like, when we went to Desert Storm, and he's like, I went, because that's number 4 right here. He's like, there was a Mew that sat on the coast of Iraq and never stepped foot on land. And those motherfuckers were not happy. God. And that could be us. I'm like, fuck. So we are in the fucking middle of the Persian Gulf doing gator squares when OAF kicks off, and we're like, oh my god! Like, it's not quite that I can go up to the flight deck with binos and see the fucking war taking place, but it feels
might as well.
Yeah, might as well. We go so fucking crazy actually that is like they turn around and they're like, okay, fucking Mew's headed home. There's like 4 or 5 of us are like down in the well deck having like a deep plotting session.
Yep,
like
we're going to UA.
Yeah, we're taking a fucking Zode off the side of the ship. Like, we can calculate the fucking gas. We got a GPS. We know where the fuck we are. And there's actually a pretty proud tradition anyway in the Marine Corps of, like, dudes going UA to go to war. Like, some of the more famous dudes are, like, written books, like, stowed away on a plane to go to fucking Korea. Like, they were in Pearl Harbor guarding some bullshit, and the next thing you know, they're fucking chosen. And the tradition has always been, too, like, if you manage to do it, you manage to get there.
Yeah, you're kind of cleared.
Yeah, they're like, okay, fuck it. Yeah. We'll deal with this after the war. And then, then they don't. They're like, all right, high five. That was actually awesome. You guys are badass. So, we're fucking trying to figure this out, and like, are we really going to do this? Because if we get caught in this process too, like, we're going to get USMJSR. They're gonna fucking pound us, and probably never go to another branch of service either. But before we can make a decision, I don't remember exactly what day we went, but Nasiriyah had started happening. All right, and Nasiriyah is a fucking meat grind. Like, dudes are getting fucked up down there. Like crazy shit's happening. The advance kind of stops, and I guess. And they come back over the fucking 1MC, and they're like, fuck this, the fucking reserves got called in. That's us. Yay! So off we go. Now we're headed to the war.
Hell yeah.
Finally.
And where'd you guys land? Where'd they put you?
First thing, we end up in Kuwait doing some bullshit. They can't really figure out what the fuck to do with this because a Mew is actually a very understrength thing too. They got like 4 tanks and like 5 artillery pieces, and not enough trucks, definitely not enough helicopters. So mostly now we're still like fucking, because they can't decide what the fuck to do with this. We changed commands like 6 times one day, like Task Force Tarawa, 1 MEF, no, fucking go with these army fucks, Tarawa again, like what are you gonna do? We end up
military leadership, bro.
Yeah, right. Well, especially OF1 is chaos, bro. They got like
no one knew anything.
Yards full of trucks. They're just like repairing, and like they don't even give a fuck if you sign for it. And we're like, you need a Humvee, take a Humvee. If one's fixed. So yeah, it mostly ends up being like total bullshit though. So we end up by Al Qut guarding this crossroads with like us, like a company of grunts, a couple tanks, and I don't know, the fucking other infantry guys go somewhere else, and the other guys go somewhere else. And this is like leadership, fucking real shit that happened. Number 2, because this one took a long time to sort out. Because this is like the final death blow of any thought of still being in the fucking Marine Corps. So our legendary platoon sergeant has also gone home. Not because we were going to war, but because like a week or two before this kicked off, like he had some fucking family shit. I don't know, like his mom's dying or some bullshit. So I can't be mad at him. Really, we needed him, but fucking also be his 7th tour. Like somebody else needs him too. So now instead of a gunny, we've got like an E5 who's not exactly a strong dude anyway, as like our acting platoon sergeant. All right. And there's a difference between like a gunny standing up to a captain and be like, hey, no, that ain't gonna fucking happen. And, 6-year sergeant standing up to a fucking captain. It can be it's a very different dynamic. So I'm definitely gonna say this part. I fucking say his name, but we're there for a while and we're doing, basically just some bullshit. We're doing like night patrols for the grunts out in the fucking, but nothing, not what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Nobody's lining us up for raids because we're named SPF too. We got all these fucking CQB skills and shit. So finally, like we like force a confrontation as you can in a way with like our captain. We're like, dude, what are we fucking doing? I will never forget this. All right, now he's pissed at us. He actually pulls his little Captain Martin off his fucking armor and throws him in the fucking dirt. And he's like, I don't agree with this war. And this is stupid, and I'm not getting any of you killed for, some fucking dumbass objective that doesn't matter. And we're like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. This is another thing that like I've never said out loud, just because so many other fucking Marine officers are awesome. Fucking Shantosh is doing his bullshit right there. Fucking 3rd LAR's down at the fucking Karbala Gap doing fucking all kinds of fucking awesome shit. This is the first time that I'm like, I'm seeing fucking cowardice out of our officer corps, what I think is cowardice. Maybe in retrospect, he's got a little bit of a moral point. But at the time, it feels like fucking cowardice. It feels like he is a fucking coward. And he's now using that to shield us from anything that we can fucking do.
Yeah, and the thing that really hurts about that is like, so we're not going to do this, but someone else is going to go do it.
Oh yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, 100%.
Like you can not agree with the war, but there's other Marines that are going to have to go do the shit that we're not doing right now.
Exactly right.
That's not.
No, that's not
that
cool.
shit don't work.
No, that is fucking bullshit.
No, that shit don't work right there.
No, it's fucking awful. And this feels like a fucking huge like personal stain on our honor too. When this is all fucking said and done. And it's also one of those things even you look back on like, fuck, should I have taken that another level? Should I have gone and found like I don't know who the fuck fucking Mu Command or some bullshit. But really, at the time the calculus is probably right too. Like it's the fucking Marine Corps. They're not probably going to believe a sergeant over a captain, and that's a hell of a fucking accusation to make if you can't back it up. You got no fucking proof. But it hurts. I mean, it hurts fucking bad.
Did you guys do anything good? Did you guys, did you have some good experiences at least over there?
Kind of.
Or was it just like you always felt like you were a little bit on the outside of where it was happening?
Yeah, we go on some raiding, being dry holes, fucking bullshit. It basically ends up being like really like I come back with all the bullets I left with. Like we don't even have fucking combat action ribbons, and we shouldn't because we didn't fucking earn them. But it's incredibly shitty. And we're there the shortest amount of time of any unit anyway. Like, we spent like 6-7 weeks in Iraq, maybe.
Jerk.
Yeah. We were literally the first guys home. That actually makes it worse because we were the first guys home to Lejeune. Oh. So they got the fucking band and like all the fucking Johnny War Hero coming in. We're like,
and you're like, shame.
Like, God damn it. Like, fuck. Yeah.
Was that the moment you made up your mind you were going to leave the Marine Corps?
I'd already made up my mind, but that fucking solidified it. I mean, this was so bad. This is real shit, man. Like, the 30-day flight or drive home on the fucking USS Nassau, I'm like, I was going to go on the fucking well deck and eat my 1911. Like, this is so fucking humiliating. Like, this is so fucking bad. Yeah, it's fucking, it's a hard thing to describe, like how much something like that happening. It would even be different, like if I was a bitch, like, fuck, if I can't fight, well, fuck, maybe I should go sell insurance or some bullshit. When somebody else is like fucking dishonored you by their bullshit, like that is fucking real hard to take. Basically, it keeps me going is like, I will redeem this at any fucking price, fucking any fucking where. Like, I'm gonna go to Foreign Legion, like somebody's getting fucking dealt with.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's really hard to explain, but man, there's something about young men wanting to go to war.
Yeah,
and it's like wanting to breathe.
Yeah,
it's like wanting to, like, I need oxygen.
Yep.
And when you're seeing that shit from the outside, looking at it, it's just like, guys will do anything. Like you pointed out, guys would go UA if we can break rules to go and fight. That's what people are doing.
This is something I don't think people understand about like the fucking real warrior cast. And this will be put to me by an SF warrant officer many years later, and he was right. He's like, there's two kind of guys that end up in fucking SF. There's guys that came here for the the fucking hat and the tab and the fucking groupies and want to go tell girls they're fucking cool guy, fucking commando shit and chase some pussy. And there's the guys that if I told them right now, either the Hawaiian Tropic girls over there and I got a bag full of coke, or we can go on a fucking patrol in this fucking shitty swamp and it's going to rain and be cold and fucking piss and there's like a 4% chance we're going to make contact with the enemy. Those guys are the guys that would pick that. It's not even guaranteed, but there's a fucking chance. Young guys, the warrior guys, they really want to fight more than they want to fuck, which is a lot.
So you're driving home or you're sailing home.
On the fucking NASA. Yeah.
And you get home, and how's the transition? Is it hard to do?
Oh, it's fucking lightning fast. So for those of us that were stop loss in the Marine Corps, it's like, you got 2 weeks, you're fucking out of here. Like, fucking get all your shit done. Turned out one of the dudes in our platoon, his brother had been a recon Marine also, but he's a recruiter in the West Virginia National Guard. Boom. Like a fucking sergeant major recruiter at this point. And there's a National Guard Reserve Battalion up there. So, yeah, we make the fucking link up. He walks us right in, and we go straight to the SF Guard unit there.
Yeah, that SFR Guard unit is like the best kept secret for dudes.
It is awesome.
It's freaking legit.
It's fucking amazing. It's funny because I'll end up talking with some other buddies that are like Reserve SEALs after this, and I can see strength the way you guys do it, where you have to be active duty first, and then you can be a Reserve SEAL. Because then we got the National Guard SF is inverse. Like you can be a fucking nobody.
It's freaking crazy.
It's fucking nuts. The thing that makes it really weird then is you can end up with some guys that are kind of fucking questionable, but you also it's like some of the most badass, awesome motherfuckers you've ever met because they know how to do shit from their real job too. Yeah. So it's great. There's strengths.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, they go through the program. They go through the school.
Yeah.
Like it's. Yeah, there's no such thing in the SEAL teams. You have to be an active duty SEAL, which is probably puts you at like around 8 years.
Yeah.
And then if you get out, you can be in the Reserve SEAL team. So Q course.
Yeah.
You're freaking ready for that shit.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I've been jacking steel and running on a fucking treadmill for 9 months, mad as fuck. So, yeah. I got a fucking 500-pound bench press. Like, yeah, we're ready for this shit.
Did you have to go to any kind of like army, like welcome to the army school?
No.
Or is it just like, does someone teach you how to put your uniform on and that's that? We're good? It's like now you're in the army?
Funny you fucking bring that up. It's really cool. Like the only good thing about going to Marine boot camp is it counts for everybody's. So they won't make you go back. So no, like I'm literally a sergeant they give me a fucking uniform and I go to select. The first time I put my army uniform on is like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months later I'm going to my staff sergeant board. I have no fucking idea how to put. I don't even know what the fucking stripes mean and shit. I show up to my promotion board with my little airborne flash on upside down. Like God damn it. But it's also an SF. They don't care. They're like, hey, fucking who are you? They're like, you done this shit. Like, all right, fuck it, yeah.
Any challenges or anything at going through the Q course?
No, and this is kind of fucking cheating the system too in this regard because guys have asked me later like what was tougher, what was harder. It's really kind of not fair to talk about how tough your second time you succeeded at it, your special operations thing is, because you already know a lot of the games. All right, you already have mental toughness. You already know a lot of the shit can be done. It does make it significantly easier.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's fucking child's play. It's funny because also all this other bullshit that has happened with the recon community, they have now shattered the recon community. Like 70% of recon Marines left. Everybody, like fuck this, we're out of here. There's like 10 recon Marines.
Wait, this was at that time?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like as soon as Iraq was over.
Yeah. These guys.
Yeah. Anybody that got fucked, and anybody that thought like the grass is greener somewhere else is fucking gone. It is a lot. Mm-hmm. It is a huge percentage. There's like 10, 15 recon Marines in my SF selection class.
Damn.
Like dudes I haven't seen in years. Like fucking saw this guy back in like 1999 at the PX or some shit. Like, what are you fucking doing here? Like, how about you?
Yeah, we're in the army now.
right. I'll end up on an ODA later with 3 or 4 recon Marines on it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, Q course is honestly, it's, again, I've done most of this shit before. It's long, but it's no big deal.
Yep. And then you get to a National Guard. You go to the National Guard SF unit. Do you go on deployment?
Oh yeah, straight to it. Actually, me and my guys, we got to skip graduation and never got a little ceremonial dinner or whatever bullshit because our battalion was deploying, and we were like, hey, can we skip this and fucking go fight? And they're like, all right, hell yeah. So yeah, go straight to back to Iraq, 2006. With the National Guard SF.
Where were you?
I spent a little bit of time. We were attached to 10th Group, so I spent a little bit of time in Baghdad on a 10th Group team, and then I went down to Diwania. That was my house.
So what months was this in 2006?
It was early in the year, January, February.
January, February? Cool.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
So was Colonel Tovo in charge of 10th
Oh,
Group
yeah,
at the
hell
time?
yeah, he was. Yeah, hell yeah.
He was great.
Yeah, no, Tovo was awesome.
Because he was, I ended up working for him in 2006 as well, and he was great.
Yeah.
He ended up I think he ended up a 3-star general or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was 2006. Yeah, I was there with you.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you were at? I was down south in Diwania, which is right next to...
it's south of Baghdad, right?
South of Baghdad, and it's kind of between Al-Qut out here to the east and Karbala to the west.
Oh, okay.
What is it, Karbala? Yeah, Karbala.
So you show up there, and what are you guys doing?
Oh, man. Fuck. So I'll end up getting sent to a long hair team, like a 6-man split team. So I show up. They're like, "Hey, this is what you're doing. You got to get attached to these 10th Group guys for a minute, so they can tell you what to do." Get there, they're like, "Grow your hair out, grow a beard, dye them both black. Don't ever put a uniform again the whole time you're in this fucking country. Where's your civvies at?" I'm like, I didn't bring any. Like the first time we brought fins and UDT vests to Iraq, which we didn't need. This time I brought all kinds of armor and shit. They're like, "We don't need any of that because you're gonna have to do this other fucking bullshit." Like fuck. Okay, so that's what we end up doing. I train up with them for a little bit, and then I go down to my team. This is down in southern Iraq, and let me be careful how I phrase this, just because this is. I forget who I'm talking to. We're doing open shit. We're going to end up doing a lot of running around in Adidas tracksuits and shit.
Sure.
And this is also kind of a cultural thing with 10th Group. Well, I mean, every group's got their own strengths and shit, but 10th Group really doesn't like their intel guy nerds getting mixed up in some fucking street fights and shit, because then people know who you are. So we're gonna chafe at the bit for 10th Group for a while too on this shit. But yeah,
good deployment.
Pretty decent, it's not like the fucking coolest deployment in the world. I do learn how to do some awesome shit. All this intel stuff, which you hate when you're a young guy. You just want to fucking breach the door and fucking have a 60. You do need to know how to do this other shit too. It's not as fun, but it's necessary life skills, and building all these target packets and doing honestly some pretty weird shit. We're out there in fucking taxi cabs with fucking hodgepodge on and shit, but. It's not the coolest, but it's all right. While we're down there, though, southern Iraq it's not like as bad as Baghdad. It's not like fucking Ramadi, but it is starting to pick up in violence. Right? Especially at that point, they're funneling dudes through, the Iranian fucks are coming over here to teach them how to lob mortars at somebody and shit, and basically fight some incompetent nerds because it's us on a NATO base, and they'll send them north after they trained up to fight in the battles of Baghdad and shit. So shit is heating up a little bit. And kind of in a weird way, I actually hope Tovo's listening to this. We're going to have to fight 10th Group's bullshit too, because again, they want things very regimented. Culturally, 10th Group is also the Berlin Brigade still. They're doing cloak and dagger shit against the KGB. That's what actually gets their rocks off, which is fine, man. It's awesome. But we can't get any help. All right, we're starting to catch more and more fucking heat and more bombs on the base and shit, or indirect. And so we kind of have to, bad news bears it a little bit in that SF strength way. Right, so we go over to the Iraqi army units next to us, and we build us a little Mike force, totally off the books. All right, build them a kill house out of fucking they call this the boxes full of sand.
Heskos.
Yeah, build them a kill house out of Heskos. So now we've got what we're actually supposed to be doing, which is intel nerd stuff, and we got a little Iraqi recce section.
Assault. Recce section.
Well, we have those, but over here we got an assault section. We got a Mike force. All right. And just weird shit keeps happening. We keep randomly stumbling into guys that are important. We got a call one time. We're like, "Hey, yeah, we just happened to be out on this presence patrol, and this guy, I don't know, 2 o'clock, some fucking. It's not like he's it's our cowboy, but some guy that somebody wants." Came through, and so we snagged him. So can you come get him? They're like,
check.
Yeah, that's a rant. It's very lucky that you guys were there, wasn't it?
Serendipity, man.
Yeah, serendipity. And we started doing some stuff like that. But it's not like a great tour. We mixed up. We get some fights and shit.
How long are you there for?
I want to say 9 months. I feel like it was pretty long. 8-9 months. It was pretty good. I want to say it went into September. It was pretty long deployment for an SF.
Yeah, for sure. No, we were there though. You were there almost the entire time I was there.
Oh, no shit.
I left October 21st, but I got there April like April 1st or something like that.
Yeah.
So you were there the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, and you remember 2006, man? There was some stuff starting to really pop off. It was when the Golden Mosque got blown up right before that.
Yeah,
and all this
dude,
crazy shit.
I didn't know. I wasn't tracking what was going on in the rest of the country.
Oh, yeah,
I was like in Ramadi, because my first deployment was we were in Baghdad and we traveled all over the place. We hit targets everywhere.
Yep.
But my second deployment, I never left Baghdad. I never left Ramadi.
Yeah.
Like, I think I flew one time to Balad to like a meeting.
Right.
Like very early in deployment, and then I never left again.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what that was going on in the rest of the country. Barely. It was just like scraps.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come home from that, and this is when you switched over to active duty?
Yes. Yeah. So actually, this is kind of a weird thing. This actually plays a part later too. So we're having to like basically make up bullshit down there, and our Mike Force finally tells us they want to go get this like really bad dude, and we want him to get this really bad dude too, but we got to like again do some crafty boy shit to do it. Well, so because of that, we ended up following like Iraqi intelligence, and we ended out in broad daylight with like us and like 20 Hajis trying to get this real bad dude that turns out knew we were coming, because Iraqi intelligence is not awesome at keeping secrets. Fucking huge ass gunfight. All right, we are getting the shit kicked out of us. There are a lot of these dudes fucking there waiting for us. And the only thing we've been able to like cobble together for help is the NATO base. It's like and it's all like the Eastern. It's not even like anybody. It's not like the Dutch are there. It's like all the Eastern Europeans that like only want to hang out. And so we're supposed to have like a fucking Hind gunship and support, which is insane. If you watch
legitimately a Hind,
yeah. Pollux are flying it. And also, if you grew up in like action movies, you're like, this is the most crazy shit that's ever happened. But unlike what a Hind gunship should do, like it comes fucking flying in to help us, and it takes a couple of AK-47 rounds, turns around, and goes home. We're like, yeah, it's fucking terrible. So it doesn't happen that we fight. It's fucking crazy. But maybe a couple weeks later, when we're trying to do our rip with 5th Group, and there's only 3 of us left down there. Then our Mike Force goes out to fucking do something else. They don't have any help now because we don't even have a way to support them. And they get fucking overrun and captured, and all the ones that fucking didn't die in the fight and get executed in front of the local Jaish al-Mahdi mosque. You're like, yeah, it's fucking hard to take. That's fucking hard to take. There's some other shit goes along with that story, but it's not important.
So you guys you had no one with them when they went out to do a hit?
They were like, hey, we're going to do this. And we're like, motherfucker, there's 3 of us left. Like, we can't. Like, we literally cannot leave this fucking fire base. And so they go to doing it. We actually do end up leaving the fire base, go try to help them. We got to like cobble together like a coalition. And we got like some Navy EOD guys and whoever else we can find is they're calling us now on their cell phones like, hey, fuck, we're getting our asses kicked. We get the rest of the little 8th Iraqi, but we can't get there. We don't get there in time. Like it's trying to like put together a QRF like way too fucking late, and it just doesn't work. And that's brutal. That's hard to take.
That's like as you're leaving.
Yeah, that's like 3 days before we're going to plane home.
Yeah, that's not a good.
No, it's hard.
Not a good way to end deployment.
No, it's fucking. It's rough. It's one of like that kind of maybe uniquely weird ways that like enlisted Green Berets at least kind of do feel like the same burden of command guys that American officers do. Because it's not quite the same thing, but still, those are my fucking guys. And, like I fucking trained them, and like I was proud of them. Fucking held their hand and all this bullshit. And then kind of let them get fucking executed, and that doesn't feel very good either.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
So now you get home.
Yep, get home. I took some pretty good rattles on that one too. I got knocked out by a rocket like a couple days before that other bullshit happened. We're in this fucking crazy fight with all kinds of explosions and shit. My head is a little. We don't really know about TBI as much then either. I'm actually fucked up, but I just don't know it. But anyway, fuck it. I'm going to act. So I'm sure I'm not going to tell them when I come back. Like, remember all the. I don't know if you guys had the same ones. It's the questions when you get back from deployment on the sheet. They're like, "Did you fire your personal weapon? Did you see any dead bodies? Did you get hit in the head? Whatever. Yes, no, yes, whatever. Whatever. Like, fucking justifies my CIB, but also like, no, I don't want to see a shrink. I don't want to see a neurologist. Like, I want to go back to fucking active duty. Yeah. That's what I've seen now too. Like, 3rd Group is there. And 5th Group ends up fucking coming in, and these dudes are fucking awesome. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I want to go to like I want to go to one of these 2 active duty groups because these fuckers are getting it fucking done. And so that's it. When you're in the National Guard and you've been like deployed like that, you can just basically get your battalion commander sign a thing at the end like I want to go to active, and he'll sign off on it.
Boom, you're done.
Duty. Yep,
that's freaking epic.
Yeah.
And so that's where you end up going to 3rd Group.
Yeah. So I got to go through what we call it the. Ascension or Accession, some bullshit like that. Basically, still the active army that will not let you back as an 18 series guy until you go back to SWIC. All right, and you got to do like basically just make sure that like you're not like a total fucking chucklehead, because you got to remember we got guys that like got their tab in like 1985 that. God bless them, like they're showing back up to like National Guard units. So like, I've been, fucking selling cars for 30 years, but I'm fucking getting it on. Here we go. And that's fine for like a National Guard. You can't have that dude fucking like, the Junior Bravo on a fucking team at third group. Like you can't. There's a different kind of mentality. So anyway, you got to go back to SWIC, do like a PT test, do a bunch of other bullshit, do a ruck test. You got to go see a shrink again to make sure you're not fucking crazy, and then they'll let you back. So it takes a little while. It takes 4 or 5 months. But yeah, I ended up going to a third group.
And then right into a team, and it's like workup cycle. We're getting ready to go.
Yeah, no, it ends up actually being really again just weird coincidences in terms of events. What's now my ex-wife works at the Special Warfare Center for us at Bragg, and so I end up knowing a bunch of like support dudes and shit that are at third group, and as well as I know teammates or team guys from like being in the Q course, but through my wife and like her shit, like I know a bunch of fucking support guys and shit too. So I go with my orders to check in a third group, and this dude that I know is sitting at like the S1 clerk. He's like, hey man, the next like 18 echoes that check in here going to the SIGDET. Which is like, it's this comms thing where like you're going to stay here and monitor radio traffic for you. I'm like, oh shit. So I go home because I've got like 30 days to actually check in. I'm like, oh shit. All right. I got to fucking make sure there's a Q course graduation between now and then. But, a little twist of fate happens where I've just bought a new house in Fayetteville. The neighbor across the street is a captain in third group, and he's at the fucking SIF. So, I don't know, I bump into him while like mowing the lawn, like, hey, dude, I got to fucking figure something out. And he's like, hey, we're actually hurting down at the fucking SIF for bodies. And there's kind of this like weird, like, if we say we want you, it can kind of override some other bullshit at the group level. So, yeah. So that's what I do. He gets me an interview, and I go down and interview with the fucking SIF guys. It's fucking totally cool. And they'll take me basically because they need some Marine snipers. I'm a Marine sniper already. Mm-hmm. I've got an aptitude for it, but they're like, okay, check it out. This is like being a new guy all over again. They're like, you have to pass to be in the sniper section. You're going to have to pass Sephardic and Sodic. And if you fail either one of those, you're fucking out of the unit because that's how it works down there. So, yeah. So, back into the fucking grinder a little bit.
And so did you go to those 2 schools immediately?
Almost immediately, yeah. I get very lucky with that too. Do a little bit of a train up at Cephalic, which is like our, group level CQB course. Mm-hmm. Learn how to shoot a pistol a little bit better. And for Sephardic, back then there's a shoot-in test. All right. So when you show up, like day one, there's like a pistol test.
Are you sweating every shooting test because you suck at shooting?
Yeah. No, actually, a piece of magic happened here now that has made me an awesome shooter. It's a twist of fate thing. Did you ever hear the name Todd Hudnett?
No.
Okay, he was this guy. He's a civilian. He's never been in the military in his fucking life. But basically started winning all these like precision rifle contests back around like 2004, 2005. And people were like, where the fuck did this guy? He's just like showed up and just kicked everybody's ass. And the military knows that, like Delta's already had a contract with another shit. And the minute I walk into the SIF and get my locker, like we're going to this hot net guy's shit, and I'm actually sweating even having to go to a sniper team because like I know I suck with a fucking sniper. I'm like fuck, like god damn it, like fuck, why couldn't I wanted to go to the assault because like I can at least hit shit with a hammer, man. I can run around fast, like I can fucking carry heavy shit. Like I'm not good at this though. Wait, I'm not gonna tell my fucking team this because like I'm either gonna be in the SIF or the fucking SIGDET. And like I will drag fucking anchor chain around my neck for the next fucking 10 years before I'll do that. So we go to the hot net dude shit, and I'm also thinking like, man, this is a fucking civilian. Like, what the fuck does he know about a sniper rifle? Goddamn, I got a fucking hogs dude, man. I'm fucking 8541 Joe. Like, they couldn't teach me either. But what the fuck did this guy know? But it turns out he does have like the magic. He is like one of those like once in a generation guys that is going to like dynamically change the way everything does with a sniper. Not just us either. Mm-hmm. Fucking Marine, SEAL, everybody. He's going to advance precision rifle shooting like fucking 50 years in like 3 years. The big thing that changes things for me is he's like, hey man, he kind of talks like a dumbass cowboy from Texas. It's like, most people have ever taught you to shoot a precision rifle. You get really relaxed and fucking, you got to breathe, like relax and fucking, pretend you don't know when the trigger's going to go off. And I will actually figure out the psychological for this reason for this many years later. It doesn't work for a lot of people. As like, all right, if we're fucking kids again, we're playing the don't flinch game. Like, I can raise my hand, and if you flinch, I get to hit you twice. But if you don't flinch, how many times did you not flinch?
I don't know.
Like 0, right? Because it's a million reflex. Like, if I act like I'm gonna fucking hit you, you're gonna
check.
It's the same thing with a fucking rifle. All right, it doesn't matter how much you will yourself not to have recoil. Like, at some like tiny subconscious level, like your body is still gonna make a twitch. All right, you can override that by doing this. All right. So he basically shows us in like the first 5 minutes of his course, like if you push into the ground with your toes and like flex your leg muscles and lay into your fucking rifle, he calls it loading the bipod. You'll be able to shoot like a totally different way. And this is like a magic trick that in like 5 seconds has made me infinitely better. Yeah. Not just made me infinitely better, like as soon as we start shooting it, like I'm kicking everybody's fucking ass. Like I'm concerned that I'm gonna get fired on like the fucking 3rd day of this, but instead I'm actually kicking the shit out of all these fucking experienced snipers. And they're like, God damn, you Marine boys can shoot. And I'm like, fucking ain't right.
That's freaking epic.
I'm not gonna tell them for like years later that I actually sucked. But I'm not terrible with a pistol or a carbine though. I'm not great, but I'm not fucking terrible. But yeah, there's a shoot-in thing, so yeah, I get to go to Sephardic. Managed to pass that. Like a week later, they just started having a shoot-in for SODIC too, so there's another shooting test. My team sergeant's like, hey man, you can either go fucking Halo school, or if you can go pass this fucking shooting and basically steal somebody's slot because they can't, you can get SODIC right now too. And I'm like, fucking take that one.
Damn.
Yeah, so I did. It's funny, something like the instructors, because these things both happen at the same compound on Bragg. It's called Range 37. When I walk, so I'm parking there for like the 20th week in a row. Walk past one of the Sephardic instructors, and he's like, hold on. He's like, what are you doing? I'm a SODIC. He's like, motherfucker, if you get Sephardic and SODIC, which is like 2 of the most prestigious schools in SF, in the same 6-month period, like, I don't know, I'm gonna fucking key your car or something. Like no fucking new guy.
Does not everyone go through the CQC school?
Not that one. No.
Okay.
That one is a very specific course that you must go through to be in a SIF.
Got it.
And it's got a high ass attrition rate too. It's like a probably 50-60% attrition rate too. And it's like if you get that one, like you are fucking ominous, like awesome with CQB.
Check. All right, so now you're in the team. You're in the SIF team.
Yep.
In the SIF company, I guess.
Yeah. SIF company.
And when are you guys racked to go on deployment?
Fuck, our advon is already there by the time I graduate SODIC.
Bro,
yeah, it's
nicely done.
Fucking wild. Yeah. And like 2 or 3 of my teammates are in SODIC with me because they're getting called up too. They're older hands. They came from the assault side to the sniper side. So yeah, we're like I want to say it was like a week after we graduate. We're with the main body, fucking boom, right back to it.
And where'd you go?
That time we went to Baghdad. So we got the ICTF though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're doing. So this is like a total change in combat for me. This shit's gonna get fucking crazy. My teammates don't even really know me either because like I haven't met most of them. Like the 2 guys I've been sitting with and like fucking walking around, like who the fuck is this guy? like who gave him a fucking gun? But if we're being like totally honest, like I've been like the badass where I was before, right? We didn't do anything when I was in fucking recon, but I'm the tough guy. Like I'm the aggressive dude. I'm the guy they got to fucking pull by the fucking leash. Same thing on like my 19th troop team. I ended up with like one other dude there that's like fucking totally badass, awesome dude. But for the most part, like I am the aggressive fucking fighting motherfucker that the team sergeant's got to like grab by the fucking collar, like stop, like, it's too far. These dudes are fucking animals. We hadn't even like really done our changeover with whoever we were replacing, which I think was the first group SIF. We're still on. We're still like living like the fucking transient barracks, and but our command's like, hey, fuck it, let's get this fucking done.
Is this now 07?
Yes, 07. This is like July or August of 07. Yeah, we still haven't done full fucking rip toe on. Like we're fucking doing missions, like we're doing crazy fucking shit. And first night we go out with these guys, nobody has like serviced from this kind of task force has serviced a target in Karbala in like I don't know, like 3 or 4 months. Our commander has to be a fucking awesome dude. It's like, oh really? So they can fuck around in Karbala? Let's fucking get them. And so they send the fucking boys down there, and it is fucking insane. It's at this point, this night is going to be like right up there with like the craziest fucking combat shit I've ever seen. It is fucking bananas. We got 2 troops of ICTF running all over the fucking place. Our XO has decided to go with us.
What was The target, was it the multiple buildings? Was it one building? Was it one dude? Was it multiple dudes?
Man, I don't even remember. I want to say it was like one dude, but it was like obvious that like he was going to have some fucking dudes with him because he was important. He wasn't like again he wasn't like the fucking master, but he's going to be important. He's going to have some bodyguards and shit. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but it had to have been at least 2 buildings. They sent like a fucking lot of us.
So you guys are rolling out. Oddly enough, in 06, my original deployment, I was supposed to go to Baghdad and take over ICTF.
Oh, no shit.
So
Okay, yeah.
I went on pre-deployment site survey, PDSS, what we call it in the Navy. Went there, rolled out with the ICTF, like hit targets, saw them in action.
They fucking,
they were, so it was very... I was very familiar with what was going on. And then we come back to America, and then like a couple weeks before we went on deployment, they're like, you're not going to work with the ICTF, you're going to Ramadi. We're like, awesome.
Well, awesome.
So the ICTF, for people that don't know, it's the Iraqi counterterrorist force, but they were like the most highly trained Iraqi soldiers, the most highly vetted Iraqi soldiers, and they had American like weapons,
guns,
night
armor,
visions, the whole 9 yards. So it's the best group of Iraqis that you can have.
Oh, they're fucking amazing. Really, like in a lot of ways, for like the for like us, for like Green Berets, like train up a foreign force, they're probably like the success of the entire GWAT. Like they are fucking badass. And I'm also very lucky because I didn't have to build it. Like I came
just got to show up and run it.
I came on the tail end when these guys have done all this fucking hard work, and you can imagine making Iraqis good at fucking CQ, like good at CQB.
Crazy.
Like it's crazy. But I get to show up right for the fucking glory moment. Like awesome. Anyway, so yeah, they are badass though, and so we go to Karbala. It is.
So you guys are doing vehicle mounted, I'm sure.
No, we flew in.
You flew in?
Yeah, we flew in that one.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Well,
I never did a helicopter mission in my life.
No, what?
Isn't that lame?
No fucking way, dude. Really?
All vehicles. That's actually, I don't think it's lame. I think it's awesome.
I mean, you do whatever you need to do. Yeah,
freaking all vehicles all the time. Get some.
Oh, dude, you can carry so much shit, so much guns, so much cool shit. I much prefer it. That's like one of those things that like doing a helicopter raid is awesome. Like the first time you do it, and then after you're done, you're like, okay, let's just drive everywhere from now on. Like, please.
Yeah. Just weird. It's weird how like because I never went to Afghanistan.
Me neither.
Afghanistan guys flew like all everywhere over there.
Yep.
Oh, a lot of guys did. All right, so you guys fly down. To Karbala.
Yep, fly down. XO goes with us.
Did you land on the X? Like land on the target or offset by like a little bit or?
No. So me and the snipers land in the soccer field behind. We actually land on a soccer field right behind it. Rest of the dudes rope in for the assault side. There's a shitload of there's a shitload of dudes. This is also like the biggest element I've ever fought with. So I'm kind of confused actually. I'm used to like 6 guys. Like there's like fucking 6 ODA or 3 ODAs and like 100 fucking. It's crazy. It's fucking absolutely awesome. And Kent Solheim is our XO. He actually goes with us this night because he's just gotten tasked to be the XO, which he knows means he's gonna like be in the jock and and he's like one more fucking night of glory, which is awesome because Kent's like a badass dude. He's teaching at West Point now. He gets shot through both fucking femurs, like pretty early. He's out in the fucking street, like just straight gunning people down, and like fucking somebody jumps out, blasting through both legs, and once through the back, like under the plate. So he's fucked up. Yeah. This LZ is hot as a motherfucker. They bring in a fucking it's just dropping one. It's fucking chaos, and they can't even get the helicopters back in to get us because like it's too. This is actually how you know something is really hot in the Army. If like an SF captain, an officer, is like really fucked up and might fucking die because he is fucked up, and they still won't bring a helicopter in. Like the risk is too high. So we got to fight out of Karbala. Medics.
I wish you had vehicles now.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
What I'm saying?
No shit. Medics didn't do some awesome shit. One of them gets a silver star because he runs out and fucking grabs him and fucking patches both legs up. I mean, fucking awesome shit. They actually had to bring our commando QRF in to get us another LZ like somewhere fucking 5 6 over here, and get on all this crazy shit. And like we get back from this, and like everybody else is like, okay, well fuck, we gotta find a new XO. Like, well, they're just like this is normal shit for them, and I'm the fucking new guy like. This is actually the first time in my life like I realized like these guys are like playing on like a fucking another level, and I'm gonna have to fucking run to keep up, and I'm comfortable with that. That sounds awesome. But these dudes are bad as fuck, and no, it was great. It was fantastic.
So what's your op tempo like?
So fucking high that it's actually like hard to believe, and sometimes like I look back on them, I actually when I'm like, was it really this fucking crazy? And even like sometimes like other SF guys that were in that kind of task force are like, ain't no fucking way. You kind of talk like the boys from like 07 from like SIFs or Delta. It's like 3-4 targets a night. It's oftentimes like 7 days a week. Sometimes it'll be like go chase some shit like all fucking night long, and we're like out of charges, fucking out of shotgun. So we do a thing called a block party, which is where you hit every house on a block at once. If somebody keeps slipping the fucking net, like we're gonna get crazy. Sometimes doing fucking daylight hits. I mean, it is incredibly intense. It's a level of intensity that, I mean, it really is like hard to believe. I look back on like, how in the fuck did we do this shit like every night? It's not like there's not occasional, breaks. I mean, there was actually a brownout for like 3 or 4 days. The whole country shut down. Yeah. Me and my teammate Alan Shabaro like played all the way through Halo 3 that night or those days. Like, there's some.
Is that the jiu-jitsu guy, Al?
Yeah, Alan Shabaro. Oh yeah,
I know him. Yeah.
Shit.
He's like traveling around the world right now.
Yeah. He's in.
He runs We Defy.
Yeah,
which is a really cool organization.
He's over like fucking Vietnam. I got a picture of him last night.
He's supposed to come on the podcast. And he's like, I'm here for 3 days. I'm like, cool. I'm not. But we just like missed each other a bunch of times.
When you get Alan on, he actually ended up being my teammate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He hasn't been to like a Sephardic or anything yet, but he shows up as like a attachment to the fucking SIF, and I see this big, scary looking motherfucker. You can tell a lot about a dude, like how he's going to do in like gunfights and shit, but like he's big and yoked. And he's like, I'm a fucking ninja fighter too. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. Like, oh fuck, come here, let's go talk to Team Start. And so he ends up being attached to our team as like one of our machine gunners, which is awesome. Yeah. Dude, that's a fucking great job to be like, hey, sorry, you can't go in the house, but here's your 50 cal. Like, oh shit, well that's heartbreaking. Yeah, I'll stay out here and fucking anyway. Yeah, no, it's great, and you should talk to Alan. He's a great dude. So
your op tempo, what's the are you guys taking a lot of casualties? Are you like lost your captain or your captain got wounded?
Well, it's our XO. He's not even my captain. He just joined us as an attachment that night and got fucking shot up for his troubles. Yeah, we're getting fucking shoot up. Because this is 07, man. The fight is real. There's fucking IEDs everywhere. There's crazy shit, and that's like one of those times too when like I don't think anybody thought Iraq was. It was fucking insane. I don't know anybody at the unit actually ever figured this out, but I sat down and calculated it one night. We had like a 1/3 casualty rate, which is fucking crazy for a troop. We had dudes wounded like 2 and 3 times. There's this one dude, his name Ray, I won't say his last name. Fucking awesome guy. He was a fencer in college. He gets 3 legitimate Purple Hearts in the course of like 4 weeks. And just keeps going because he's a fucking badass. But finally on the 3rd one, they're like, the commander is like, you know what? Just, I know you don't want to, but I'm making you go home. Like, you're going to escort these guys that got fucking wounded yesterday at the same time to Germany so that nobody steals their shit. But you got multiple guys have like 2 from, across the fucking trip. Yeah, we were fucked up. We were fucking bleeding.
And you lose ICTF guys as well.
Yeah, they're getting hurt. They're getting fucking chewed up. It's so fucking bad at the end that they had to fly our cephalic committee, which is our little in-group door kicking school. Because you had to be Sephardic qualified to go in the house, but they ended up having to fly them over to backfill us because there were not enough of us to just keep going. I mean, at the end of this trip, like we'll have like 3 jobs instead of 1. My senior will be like, lead nav, lead sniper, and also, in charge of like putting diesel in the Humvees. Like what? But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Did you serve as both a sniper and as an assaulter?
Yeah, that's how
depending on the night.
Yeah, that's how we do it for our SIFs anyway. Usually, you're supposed to be an assaulter first, and then go to the sniper so that you can do both jobs. And what we end up doing most of the time is we're hitting so many targets that we'll be the assault guys for this for the smallest target over here, and then after we're done, we'll act more like designated marksmen and snipers. So we'll go protect the roof while the assault guys do all the fucking SSE and shit.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like living the dream.
Oh, dude, it is. It's actually absolutely awesome. It's so amazing. So this is kind of something that my senior, or the Bravo that's my senior sniper has pioneered. He's like, hey, we get these Eberly stock fucking bags, right, from the company over in Idaho. And we stick our fucking SR-25s in those, and we carry these fucking little guns. Now we got both. We had to carry a little bit more weight, but we can assault and fucking snipe and do both these things at the same time, and we are gonna fucking get some shit done, and we do, and it's fucking awesome. We're killing so many fucking people that sometimes the assaulters don't believe, so we start calling them up. Like, we call our buddy, like, hey man, okay, come here. All right, here you go, shoot some of this fucking SR-25. Like, they'll get behind the scope and see how far you can see. Like, you guys can see like 600 yards with these things. Or fucking, it's still like some fucking 2007 bullshit. But yeah, so we're having a great time. It is absolutely fantastic.
And how long is this deployment?
It's a short one. It's like 4 months. At that point, 3 or 4 months. Yeah, I think it was 4 months. Just we're doing short tours at this point. I fucking shred my shoulder on this one too. Same thing. Like, I didn't go home because the fucking boys were fucking hurting. Probably ended up doing a lot more damage to this fucking thing just because I stayed in the fucking fight. So I'm fucked up when we get home. Got to go in and get this fucking get this worked on.
Did you need surgery?
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. So they put it back together the first time. That pretty much takes me out of the 2008 fight. Something went wrong, so they got to fucking cut on it again. The next year, fucking kind of worked through that. The docs ended up telling me, I can't remember if they told me this then or then when I retired, but they're like, hey man, you got a limited number of times in your life you can lift your hands over your head, so use them well. I'm like, damn, yeah, I'm like, fuck, yeah. Anyway, but that was the fucking tour.
So, did you get to do another deployment after that, or were you too banged up?
No, it wasn't even that I was too banged up either, because like at this point, I'm gonna keep fucking going as long as I can. Like, I'm gonna fuck whatever the fucking doctor said. But I can't go on the 2008 trip, and then the boys come back. We get a new commander, and he's kind of a shit stick. We're being honest. He doesn't want to really deploy, so he starts trying to get us into some other bullshit, like go to fucking Pakistan and train the Pakistani counterterrorism guys or some bullshit. But what the fuck else happened then? Oh yeah, so I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to a SMU selection. Somehow train up enough to fucking get to go to that. It didn't work out for me. We get back, get on a fucking awesome team. Probably the most stacked team I've ever been on, and we end up going. We're fucking Blackwater doing a train up to do some bullshit. And we go to a fucking bar because the chief's going away. That's our warrant officer, not a chief like yours. Mm-hmm. Yep. But our warrant officer he's finally getting promoted off the fucking team. He's been there forever. He's an awesome guy. So we go out, drinking and shit one night. And in that way that, sometimes just bad shit happens, we got a really fucking young dude with us. He's like 25, 26, X-ray, but awesome guy. He fought with 07, but he looks pretty. He's fucking looks like he's somebody you could kick the shit out of. He's fucking met that biker decided they're gonna fucking jump him, and there was a fucking whole split team there, and we kicked the fucking shit out of these guys. A lot of these dudes are in the hospital. Like, it's not great. Mm-hmm. The thing that we fail at is we do not E&E well enough. If shit happens, we get picked up at the fucking county line by the cops and the fucking big white van. And next thing I know, we're in fucking jail. Shit's not going great. Security clearance is suspended. Yeah, command's like throwing the fucking book at us. They're not happy. Actually, kind of shitty. Nobody ever even asks what fucking happens. They're just like, fuck you guys. This is what's going on. Can't even be in the CIFS building anymore if you don't have clearance, so we're fucking handing all of our shit and get sent to the fucking schoolhouse to teach.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucked.
How bad did you fuck up those dudes?
Pretty good.
Hospitalized?
Yeah, someone went to hospital. Yeah, there was some bad shit, but what nobody ever asked is, why? Well, there was fucking 20 of them. All right, there's fucking 6 of us. All right, 3 of them jumped my fucking guy. You're gonna have to fight fucking savage. Like, you're outnumbered like that, especially dudes that are on crank and shit. Like, you're gonna have to fucking come with it. And also for being totally fucking honest, by that point in the fucking war, if some fucking fist fighting bullshit happens, like, you're probably gonna start going a little further with it than you should have. But we did fuck them up pretty bad. But oh well, shit happens.
And like, no one was like, "Hey, dude, all right, look, here's your rehab program. Let's get you to the schoolhouse for a little while. We'll get you straightened out.
Nope.
We'll get you security."
They're coming at us with UCMJ. We're also under felony fucking assault indictment by the civilian world. These fucking assholes launched a civil suit. They thought we were Blackwater guys, so they launched a civil suit too, because they think they're going to get some contract money out of us. And then they also give us GOMARS, which is a General Officer's Memorandum of Record, which is basically it's a thing that they can do that's not technically UCMJ, but it goes in your book that says hey, Clay is a fucking asshole and never promote him. And even when you hire, you can't fight that one. Like, that one just sticks no matter what. God damn, dude. We're fortunate we don't get our tabs revoked. End up spending like a year and a half at the schoolhouse teaching finally beat all the civilian charges and shit because, again, these motherfuckers started it, and that's, you're not going to go to jail for that. But yeah, I mean, security clearance is restored, but damage is done by then.
And when you say damage is done, what do you mean? Like, bro, like, I was a leader in the teams,
right?
And like, you have guys that get in fights sometimes,
and
it sucks, and you have to keep them out of it. But like, okay, they're going to pay their dues. Maybe they get busted down. Maybe they get sent to the schoolhouse or whatever. And then you go, okay, cool, you're done. You understand you can't do that shit anymore.
Right.
That was a big mistake that you made. You know that. You're not going to do it again. Cool. Come back over here. We're going to put you back to work. So we got shit we got to do.
Yeah.
You didn't get none of that?
No. Well, because some other shit happens eventually there too. So a couple of guys recover from this that were not at the school with me. So now they can go back to teams. But they won't let me leave the CQB course because they had to find somebody to fucking replace me. I basically need another guy that has this CQB qualification to be able to teach this sub CQB qualification. So it's my fucking turn to go back to a team, but I keep getting fucked out of that because they, I don't know, some fucking enlisted bullshit. They won't find a fucking guy. The fucking one that really fucking hurt me here was teams are now coming through because when you're teaching cephalic, it's entire ODAs that show up, and like every other class or something, some ODA team sergeant's like, "Hey man, fucking, I'll trade fucking what's his nuts for you. Like you're fucking awesome at this shit. You want to go? Like hell yeah, let's go, fucking go." I'm supposed to go to my guy that I knew from the SIF where he was a warrant officer, Mike Duskin's team. All right, Mike is like a fucking legend of SF. This dude is fucking awesome. He's fucking like 6 foot. He's so goddamn big that he can't go to Halo school. Like a square shoot cannot support him. He's like fucking 6'7", like 320 of like fucking twisted steel. One time, like the fucking New York Jets came out to Sephardic or some bullshit to like see a mod demo, and they saw Mike and were like, "You play any ball?" And you're like, "Fuck you guys, I'm gonna kill some fucking Afghans." Anyway, I'm supposed to go to fucking Mike's team. Like all the handshake deal gets fucking made, and like the last minute, like the fucking, I don't know, some fucking asshole in the Sergeant Major Mafia like pulls the rug, and I don't get to go. And Mike gets killed in Afghanistan, just like fucking month into the fucking trip, and I'm like, fuck. And right before this. I guess right around the same time. Maybe it was right before. I think it was right before. I've gone in. Now, I'm also fucked up. Like, physically, like, my shit's a fucking mess. Neck's fucking slip disc, all that shit. I'm having to go in once in a while to get fucking pain meds. Not from, like, the group doctors, but from, like, the Army doctors. Because that's where, like, the narcotics and fucking oxy and shit is. So I go in there one day, and this was fucking 2012. This is right when Obama was kind of doing that. You remember that purge? I don't know if it happened in the Navy. I know it happened in the Army and Marine Corps. There was like a purge of dudes on the medical side. They had, at Bragg, they had like guys like going through medical records of everybody, trying to find people to disqualify them, to get fucking rid of them. So I'm going to get my fucking shit. They're like, "Holy fuck, you should have been out like a long time ago. You're getting med boarded." I'm like, "Fuck you say." Like, I'll fight that shit. But a couple weeks later, that's when Mike gets fucking killed, and they're pushing this med board shit, and I'm fine. Like, you know what? Fuck it. If this is it, fucking that's it. I'm fucking done.
How long was it from med board you're done till you're out of the Army?
Oh, like fucking 9 months. It was fast. Yeah, it was real fast.
And what are you doing in the meantime? You keep teaching at the school?
Yeah, I'm still teaching at the school. I can't even really put armor on anymore. So I'll teach like the marksmanship phase, but somebody else has to fucking go in the house with me shit. And do that until the fucking process finishes.
And then how were you once you retired? How'd that work out for you?
Oh, fuck me, dude. Holy shit. I was a fucking disaster. All right. Among like the many things that go wrong when you get medically retired, like one, you weren't like financially setting yourself up for this. You like had another 5 years. So I got like a fucking, brand new F-150 with all the leather seats and fucking whatever bullshit, fucking $1,000 truck payment. I haven't like, really prepared for an outside thing, so I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do either. And I don't know how to deal with like money and like fucking business. I have actually no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do when I grow up.
All this grown up shit, dude.
right. It's a lot better when she just gave me like bullets and you can fucking have an omelet at the chow hall if you want. Like, okay, like I can live with that. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of just fucking comes apart actually. And also like if you're this is something that I've heard now from a lot of the dudes like medically retired. Like when you've done a job for your entire life that involves like your body and like being tough and fucking performance. You see this actually from like NFL guys and shit like that too, when they get like fucked up and they can't play anymore. When somebody tells you that like, well, your shit's fucking broken and you can't do this, like it like fucks you up on like a different level. You're like, that was my identity, and like, what am I now? And I don't know. So yeah, so
like, where are you living? You live in an apartment. You're married at the time.
I'm married
right?
at the time.
You got any kids?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. So you're married. You living in an apartment somewhere?
No, I got a house.
Okay.
I got a house in Fayetteville because it's funny. My ex-wife was also a fucking captain. All right. So we were making fucking good money. Like I got like a nice house, like nice shit. I'm fucking E7 with like
freaking officer activities going down, bro.
Yeah, exactly right. And plus you got all the special duty pay, like demo pay, Halo, all this shit. So yes, now I'm out, and I have absolutely fucking I had no idea what the fuck to do with myself. Ex-wife is like absolutely fucking freaking out. Like you have to fucking go get a job at UPS or some shit. Like you can't just sit at home and turn into a fucking alcoholic. And I also freak out a little bit on that one. Like I've lost this idea. I'm like, fucking bitch, I was riding a fucking skids the fucking helicopter to go kill people fucking 2 years ago. Now fucking I don't know. I'm not fucking loading boxes on the plane to UPS. So I start going a little bit fucking crazy. Like, okay, what am I qualified to do? Like, I'll be a fucking arms dealer, like a legit one. But I got buddies in the fucking business. Like, all right, fucking, whatever this is, do some little, bullshit contractor stuff. But mostly what I do is fucking fall apart. Because this is also, I can see with retrospect, being in the Army and being Commando fucking Johnny is the only glue that has kept all of my fucking terrible childhood like in one piece. Okay, so now I am fucking absolutely losing my shit. Also, I don't know if it was like this for you when you got out, but for me it was like hitting puberty again. Like in this context of like, emotions and fucking shit that you can't fucking handle. See, I never expected to live to 30. Oh, fuck, there were people dying and shit. Like, fucking shit was crazy back in the early parts of the war. All of a sudden, like, you're going to live through this, like, probably potentially a long time. Like, fuck, fucking survivor's guilt. Like, why did fucking these guys die and I didn't? What the fuck am I? And also, like, the fucking, like, the real hormonal shit, like, just starts coming out of fucking the woodwork. I am, like, coming fucking apart. I'm a crazy person all day long, every day.
So what does that mean? Like, are you drinking all day? Or
no,
not drinking.
Well,
I'm just angry. You pissed off. You smashing shit.
No. I'm drinking a bottle of booze every night, but not all day. Mostly, what it is, this is where it becomes like this, right? Mostly, it becomes like a sexual thing. We're being totally honest. Like, it's like I'm being 15 again, except now I got grown man muscles and a grown man fucking paycheck. And I actually ended up having this conversation with my ex-wife because I'm like, I'm going out to Florida all the time to do like arms dealer shit. I'm also shooting competitively at this time. And the company that I was doing it for, I was doing this while I was teaching CQB too, keep your skills up, is based out of Florida. And I tell my ex-wife, I'm like, hey, look, I don't know if you've ever been to Florida too, because it's a weird place down there. I'm like, there are fucking grown-ass women fucking throwing themselves at me all day long because if they're over 35, they can't get a date in Florida because that's how weird that place is. It really is. It's fucking true. Hey, everybody's beautiful and made from, Miami fucking plastic surgeons. Like the cougars down there, like rolling packs. You're like, holy fuck, like this shit's crazy. So that becomes the expression for me. I got like fucking 5-6 girlfriend. Like I'm doing all kinds of fucking terrible shit, and I don't even try to hide it very well. So of course that marriage goes up in fucking smoke. I'm divorced. I don't give a fuck. Like I do this all in like a really shitty way too. Like it's nothing is good. I'm also like in a weird way like suicidal. Like not like I'm gonna fucking spark my head up, but kind of. You'll have those thoughts, or I'll have those thoughts like, oh fuck, man, that was it. I played my quarters in the fucking machine. Like, what am I going to do now? I'm going to sell Kraft macaroni and cheese? I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. Maybe this is just where I end it. I'll see it another way that I see with a lot of guys later is there'll be a legend of SF, like not too long before this, that OD's on heroin 6 months after he retires. I'll see this, not heroin, but this similar type of thing happen to me where I'll just do crazy fucking shit because I kind of want to die, but not enough to like off myself. But I'll fucking drink a fifth of Jack Daniels and go drive a goddamn car around the mountains as fast as I can, like trying to break the fucking record, knowing it's intentionally doing it. Like fuck it, whatever. So I spent this couple years just, I mean, a fucking mess.
What pulls you out of it?
Finally, through like a weird twist of fate, I go teach a contract in Okinawa, which gives me a good chunk of money in my pocket for a little bit, and I end up for a gun company going to fucking Idaho, and I met who is now my wife there. All right, and she's fucking awesome, but she's also putting up with like absolutely none of my fucking bullshit. like fucking none of it. She's fucking gangster as fuck. And like as I am interacting with her in this fucking way, I'm like, oh, this is the fucking one. Like this is it. I'm like, I gotta go home and clean up all this other bullshit though, because I got all kinds of fucking messes at home. Like fucking 5-6 girlfriends, different state, all this fucking terrible shit.
Were you living in Fayetteville still? Where were you living?
I'm north there in Stanford. I'm like, I got like a room at like a flop house with like a buddy that owns a fucking ammo company.
Disaster.
Yeah. When I've left my house, I left with like all my guns and ammo and like, fucking 2 pairs of underwear and a t-shirt. My shit is fucked. She'll eventually, my career will eventually come out. There's like a mattress on the floor, like a tough box with a lamp on it. And she's like, what the fuck? But yeah, a fucking total mess. So now I have something now that I have to fucking unfuck my life for. As she ain't gonna put up no bullshit either. Like you're gonna have to fucking come correct if you want to fucking play with me. Like okay. So I do. I go home and fucking clean up all my messes. Fucking X out all these fucking silly bitches. Throw my shit in the fucking truck and drive to Idaho.
God's country. And what'd you do once you got up there? Like, what were you doing for work?
Nothing. I still had a pile of money from this contract shit, so I can kind of relax for a minute. And this is maybe also the first time that I like take a fucking breather. Like, maybe we should plan something.
Turns out I'm gonna be around a little longer than I thought I was gonna be around for. Right. Maybe start to develop in this fob of this Ford operating base a little bit.
Right. Exactly. Fucking right.
And then, so what's next?
Oh, so
you moved to Idaho. You're up there. What are you doing? Take a little time off.
Very, very quickly, she's pregnant with my son. Sure. So yeah, and I've also stepped into, in a lot of ways, like a clusterfuck of a different sort, because she has 3 daughters that are teenagers.
Check.
I have like 0 seconds as a fucking parent. So this fucking shit has had. Well, actually, she comes to North Carolina to drive back with me with my like one pickup load of shit that I own. And while we're gone, the youngest one, the fucking 15-year-old, like runs away from home and is like doing all kinds of fucking crazy criminal shit. So, because grandma was watching it, totally goes fucking terrible. So we're like 3 days away. Carrie's like, you got to drive faster because this just happened, and like we got to fucking deal with this. I'm like, okay. So Carrie's also, we're getting to know each other at this point, and she's not ever had any like really great relationships. She's been with like a lot of dudes that are like fucking useless, they're fucking retards, or they got no fucking skin in the game. They're not really like in it to fucking win it. Nobody's like ever really like fucking stepped up for her before. I'm like, well, that's one thing I'm good at. Here we go. So we get back, fucking like basically develop this network across Boise through all like the fucking criminal underground. I'm like hunting for these fucking kids and fucking running people around all night and doing this crazy shit and get the fucking kid back. And she ends up having to go to fucking juvie though, because like some bad crime has been committed in the meantime. But yeah, Carrie's pregnant, and we get married, and now we're just kind of relax for a minute and like figure out like what the fuck do you want to do when you grow up.
Well, the good I always tell when you guys ask me like, what do you do when you get out? What do you got to watch out for? How do you avoid like going down the spiral? And I'm always like, you got to find a new mission. You got to find a new mission. You got to find a new mission.
You are absolutely correct.
And it's like, here you were doing all this crazy shit, dumb shit, but then you meet this girl and it's like, oh, now I got a mission. Like now I got a new mission. Like I'm gonna take care of this girl. I'm gonna step up, be a man, and get after it.
100% true. 100%.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Including doing some freaking underground networking, Greater Idaho to freaking recover. So then when did the writing start?
Okay, so so now I'm also like I can't do like contractor shit. I'm not gonna raise like my son, and plus we've got teenage daughter, we got to still take care of him. Like I got to find something else to do that is for money, and probably I didn't even actually get a retirement check, but I want more money or a little bit more. So it's funny. I actually do end up stacking boxes at FedEx, fucking loading the boxes on the fucking plane for a minute. But I get a job because of my competitive shooting background stuff. With this like basically online magazine about guns called Guns America Digest, and they'll fucking pay me to review guns, and I've tried to get a real job in Boise, and I've tried to I've worked for FedEx, I've done all this shit, and none of this shit's fucking working really. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll do this writing thing, I'll see if I'm any good at it. And it turns out that I can write really fast, at least, and I write pretty fucking well. I can sure as fuck take pictures, and I can fucking shoot a gun. So this works out. I do that for a while. It starts getting really fucking old too, though. As I don't know about like how you are with guns, but I'm with guns like as a fucking tool. I gotta give a fuck what gun it is. Like, okay, fucking carry a Glock for the next 100 years. Like, oh, you can't have a Glock anymore. Well, what do we have here? Fucking some other bullshit. Like, I don't fucking care about guns. Just, as long as I have one, like that's my tool. Like, it's fine. So I'm not like into this gun shit either. I'm fucking covering like 15 ARs a year in this fucking magazine. Like, God damn it. Like, they all have Magpul furniture and they're black. Like, I don't give a fuck. So one day I sit down and I'm like, how many words did I write last month about, fucking stupid guns? And it's a lot. It's like 40,000 or something. I'm like, how long is a novel? I don't know, 50,000. Like, light bulb. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm at least going to try this other thing. I'm going to try to write books and see if I can. And maybe that will be a little more creative and expressive than writing about fucking guns.
Mm-hmm. So you start hammering.
Oh, yeah.
What was your methodology for writing?
So this is a funny thing. A lot of the other like gun reporters and shit, like these are trying to write a book. So this is the kind of shit that we'll talk about when we go to like a conference, or we all go to Smith & Wesson to see the new gun. Mm-hmm. Well, when it's over, we're not talking about the fucking gun. We're talking about writing to each other. Like, what kind of typewriter do you have, man? I'm fucking badass, dude. What was you, Jocko? You a Microsoft Word guy, or you a fucking Apache open source? Like, some crazy shit. So one of them turns me on to, man, I hate to give this guy any critics. He's such a fucking weirdo now, but he is an awesome writer. Stephen King's On Writing, which is a great book for learning how to write. And it can actually really be boiled down to like fucking three things. Use the least amount of words possible. I don't write a fucking full description of a bunch of bullshit. And the method is sit the fuck down at the typewriter and write.
Yeah, that's the method.
That's it. That's how it works. Mm-hmm. So I take this to fucking heart, and it turns out that it works really well for me.
So you wrote a couple. Was it 2 novels you wrote out of the gate?
Yeah, wrote 2 novels out of the gate. Fuck, I can't remember their names right now. Give me a second. My brain's fucking partially switched off. Last of the War God.
Last of the War God.
Yeah, sort of the Caliphate.
Yep.
So when you write your first novel, you learn a lot writing your first novel. I wrote the first one from like a first-person perspective, and I wrote it in like a very limited setting. Like it was kind of stuck in a way like you had to be right here. And when it was over, I'm like, fuck, that was hard because we can't have this segue where we went to Paris or and there's only one character, so there's not a lot of dialogue. But it turned out that writing books actually for me was really fucking easy. That first one I wrote in 30 days, and I wrote it at night after my wife went to bed between like 10 and 4 in the morning. It's funny, like a couple times, like she would wake up in the middle of the night, come down and like check on me. And the last time, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, I came to see you for watching porn in the basement. Like, God damn it. Like, no, look at this fucking outline. This is beautiful.
Look at my craft.
Right. But, I mean, I can see why. She's like, that's the craziest shit I've ever fucking heard. You can't just stay up all night and write novels. But you can. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, fucking hammer that one out. Like I said, it takes like a month and self-publish it. And, had like moderate success. It was good.
When you say moderate success, what do you mean?
I mean, it's not like I was going to be on the fucking New York Times bestseller list or any shit, but it made money.
Yeah.
Like, I sold enough copies that, like, I get a check for some money from Amazon. I'm like,
you're
hell
like,
yeah, dog.
I got this.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, this is awesome. The nice thing about books, too, is residual. That's for life. Like, yeah. So.
And then from those novels, you get into kind of like a little bit more talking about, well, I guess the thing I was going to say survival, but and I was like, well, is it really survival? But then I looked at the name of the book is like
it's survival,
urban survival,
right.
And you get into these books, which are like a little bit more. I guess they're definitely nonfiction because they're talking about one's guidebook for surviving a civil war, the other one's guide to urban survival, and What was your thought behind these things? This is now 2020 when you're writing these things.
2019. 2019 and 2020. Yeah, so as you like decide that you're a writer for a living, like you're trying to discover like what's your fucking method. So like I said, with the first one, okay, I'm like, okay, there was shit about that I didn't like. So the next one, I'm gonna write a bunch of characters in a bunch of fucking different places. And it turns out that's really easy too because I base all the characters on my ex-teammates. Like I'll change their names, but that way all I gotta do is think about like, hey, what the fuck would Jocko do here? It's also funny when you're a real boy and you're writing like a Commando Johnny novel. You actually have to nurse your friends because all of them are actually like know how to do all the shit. If they're 20 years, they fucking blow up everything. You gotta be like, oh, and then we had to go get Bill that could actually put the fucking deck, shut the fuck. Anyway, so I write that one. At that point too, I get enough success that I get a literary agent. Like so, I got a contract. And he's trying to shop it around to like the fucking big boy companies. And this is where you learn how the book business works. And the way the book business works is fucking terrible.
Yeah, the publishing world is very strange. Dude, well, you're lucky. We're living in a time where you don't need those people if you don't want them.
No, you don't.
You can go ahead and just publish stuff yourself. They're not getting any of your money. Nope. You'll get it all.
You'll get it all.
Amazon's going to get their cut.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, that cut is a lot less. Amazon is a way better deal for. I'll end up meeting some cool people later, like Tucker Max, who's hugely successful author. And he'd be like, yeah, unless somebody offers you like a $500,000 advance, like you tell the traditional public companies to go fuck themselves. Like this is the way it's done. So anyway, so I've got an agent now, so he's got control of the books. All right, but I'm still having to do the gun bullshit because this isn't making enough money. All right, but I end up writing a series of like really successful articles about urban survival. I don't even know why I got in this fucking kick of urban survival, but I did used to teach it. I taught advanced urban combat. So I just like go down the rabbit hole and day, like, what would I do? Like if like shit got real fucking zombies, whatever, fucking, Mad Max world and there's fucking biker gangs with fucking Uzis, whatever. And I write this series of articles and it like breaks out of like gun world and like it's very fucking popular. People are like, holy shit. And the company's like, can you keep writing this fucking bullshit because like people are eating this shit up. And I'm like, oh, fuck, like, this is the key, all right? We'll try nonfiction then. Like, I'll write. Also, I moved to Oregon at this point, okay? Oregon is a weird fucking place. When you're not in, like, Portland, when you're, like, outside of Oregon. It's obviously...
Isn't Portland a weird place, too?
Probably. I've never stepped foot in the motherfucker. I don't know. But
That's where they had the freaking... what was the autonomic zone? What was it?
Wait, no, the Chaz was in Seattle.
Oh, that was
which
in
is
Seattle?
just as weird. Yeah,
okay.
But Portland might as well be the fucking Chaz. It's its whole different fucked up shit. But Oregon, the state, is weird in it, like a different way. All right, so Oregon's home or Portland's home of like Antifa and all this shit. Like this is the spiritual home of it. But there's kind of a fucking reason because when you get into rural Oregon, you will see shit go the other way. Oregon is the only place I've ever seen where like dudes are like flying like swastikas from their trucks, like fucking like
straight up,
like stickers too. Like they're going to work this way, and there's the Antifa guys are like it's like kind of war in the streets in like a way that like kind of makes the Crips and Bloods look like fucking nothing. And I'm like, holy fuck! And these are like, I'm like, no wonder fucking Portland's so fucked up. Like I've been to like Alabama, Mississippi. I've never seen any shit like this in my fucking life.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I kind of look at this like there's a potential here of conflict that is like sectarian as Iraq was. Like if this ever like really like, these motherfuckers are going to kill each other to like there's no reconciling this, right? So that's what starts me on the rabbit hole. I start thinking about like, hey, what the fuck would I do if like this kind of shit like kicked off? And I don't want to be on either side. I want to fucking protect my fucking bullshit over here and let these guys kill each other. So that's where I started with the with this book, and kind of twist of fate. I finish it, or I get it. It's all the way finished. Get my agent to like start shopping it around because now I've got an agent and I had to play it this way. All right, he has control. All right, he says where it gets published, and somebody's got to buy it from a publishing company. And so this is like oh shit, it's like December of like 2019. Nobody wants a fucking survival book. All right, all the fucking public are like, no, that's fucking stupid. Like nobody wants your bullshit.
There's no conceivable way that any of this could ever happen.
There's absolutely no market for this.
Yeah.
So,
do you think there's going to be some kind of a global pandemic that shuts the entire country down? What are you talking about here?
Right, exactly. So I've got it, and it's like 80% finished, and I'm not even working on it anymore because I'm disappointed that it hasn't sold. You know? And I can't self-publish it either at this point because I got this fucking agent. Yeah. So, twist of fucking fate, my contract with that agent comes up like June 1st of 2020. So, like, the pandemic has like already been going on, and that's when the riots start. That's when the summer of love kicks off, right? Fucking, there's the George Floyd shit, and everybody's going fucking bananas. And like the fucking hour at midnight when my contract ends with that agent, I'm like on Amazon self-publish, like print.
Done.
In fact, the first one doesn't even have like a real code. It's got like a fucking white sheet with, you know, Microsoft Word writing of this bullshit. And fucking throw it on social media, and it takes off. All right, it sells like incredibly fucking well. I'm making like a good fucking amount of money, which is important because my fucking house burned down in January of 2020.
From what? Just random house fire, or was it a forest fire or some shit?
No, random house fire. We're out of town. We're in fucking Oregon. We were having some problems with this house. Like I was suing the dude that fucking sold it to me because they like concealed some structural bullshit that fucking wasn't right. I don't know. It's a fucking small mountain town. It's in Idaho City, Idaho. It's just way outside of Boise. Town of like 400 people. Next thing I know, I go to town. My fucking house burns down. And then they say that they're not going to pay from the lawsuit. It's fucking amazing. So this is all fucking bad shit. We're living down in a fucking rental house in Boise with like, you know, whatever bullshit we had on our fucking backs. This is going to end up being a fucking pain in the ass too. As, there's some sketchy shit with this fucking fire. And basically, I have the only thing that is even ever going to be remotely as safe is I'm double insured. All right, that's because I have fucking TBIs. So I'm paying USA, who's been like my guys for fucking 20 years, house insurance, and my wife is paying AMIG, which has been her insurance company for like 20 years. Fucking the way it works when you're double insured is you don't get paid twice. All right, each company is responsible for half. AMIG will eventually, like 3 years later, pay out their half. Fucking USA's ratchet bastards, they'll never pay shit. All right. Damn. So yeah, so it's fucking June 1st, 2020. We're fucking broke. We got nothing. But I had a fucking computer cloud. No, I didn't even have a computer cloud backup. I'd sent a copy of this to one of my buddies, like an email, to read over, like, hey, is this any good? Yeah. And I remember that, and I call him like, dude, please fucking tell me you still got this motherfucking manuscript? And he's like, yep, here you go. Boom. Wham. Finish it up. It sells incredibly fucking well. That's actually the thing that saves us because, I don't know, I made like fucking $100,000 off this book or some shit in like fucking 6 months. Because it's the time too, right? Like fucking
perfect
COVID.
timing.
Yeah, COVID is fucking bananas. So while that's going on, real quick, flip it over and write the other one, Write Prairie Fire, which is kind of the second half of it because it's about how to do shit in like an urban environment or a rural environment. And yeah.
There you go. You got a pretty cool section in here in Concrete Jungle. You go like this whole martial arts thing, which of course I freaking cued into.
Hell yeah.
It's Chapter 6, Ninja Fighting 101, Nunchucks and Throwing Stars. But it's great. You kind of break down a bunch of different martial arts. What's good, what's bad, Muay Thai, boxing, of course, judo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then you get into the bad. What else you got there? Oh, you got wrestling, obviously.
Yeah. Oh,
and MMA and shoot fighting. And then you go into the bad. And it's, good stuff. And, that's one chapter. But there's a bunch of chapters in about all kinds of different things. That's good shit to know.
Yeah, it is, man. And it's, it's something that, like, I haven't learned until a lot later in life, too. Knowing how to fight with your hands is important for one. All right, that's number one. But the other thing is, like, we can do shit in the military where we can like build aggression and all, with like guns. We have unlimited ammo and we can do fucking crazy shit. For a normal dude, though, like the best way to build like some like warrior spirit and all this other shit is fighting. It's great for soldiers and shit too. But I think it's more important actually for civilian people. Not even that they should ever fucking fight without a weapon, but when you're comfortable with a fucking grown-ass man that can whip your ass, whipping your ass, all right? Or when you're fucking new jiu-jitsu and like some big or even small dude that really knows what the fuck he's doing, it's just going to hold you on the floor, which is very uncomfortable. All right? Getting through that discomfort is actually more valuable than knowing how to do an armbar. Being able to like survive or knowing that you can take a hit or knowing that, I didn't just die because somebody pressed their sweaty fucking chest on my mouth for an hour.
That's one of the biggest self-defense things I want to talk about jiu-jitsu is like, if you're a female and you've never had someone just grab and grind on you and you're not even going to get psychologically, you're not going to get through that if it's happening to you the first time in a traumatic incident.
Right.
Whereas, like, if you do jiu-jitsu, someone grabs you and you're just like, oh, this is what I do every single day. Yeah. Like, you don't have to. There's no psychological like chaos going on in your head. You're just like, oh, this is what we're doing. You know, no factor.
Yeah.
And the other thing, we were talking about this a little bit before we went before we hit record today, but like, and I kind of picked this up reading Barbarian Spirit, but I've been talking for years, like, hey man, there's like just things that you are supposed to be doing, right? As a person, right? Whether you're a man or a woman, there's certain things you're supposed to be doing. And we already talked about this today. Like, there's something I said, oh, you know, young men want to go to war. It's like, that's not, and I'm not saying every single one, but I'll tell you what, most of them, like most of the kids I knew growing up, and that's like in your blood. It's in your blood to want to do that. And so why in God's name, like after I trained jiu-jitsu for 6 months, let's say, I can pretty much beat anybody, you know, on the street if I get into an encounter. Yes. Why the hell would I keep doing it for 30 years? Well, I'll tell you why. Because like there is something in my blood that makes me want to do that. There's some part of my nature that wants to fight other people. Yeah. And you can't legally go out and fight other people all the time. I'll tell you what, you can go on the mat every single day and you can go hard and you're going to get beat a bunch and you're going to beat people and it's in your blood. Yeah. And it's good to get that out of your system. It's like good to let that thing, like put water on that thing and let it grow. Yeah. And if you don't, I don't know where that goes. I don't know what happens to that. I don't know what happens to that urge. Right. If you don't gratify it. Yeah. What happens to it? I don't know, but I don't think it's good.
No, I think it dies.
I think you try and suppress it or something. Yeah. Or I don't know what happens to it, but I don't think it's good.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
So listening to your blood a little bit, listening to your human instincts of what you want to do. And I mean, you know, I get a lot of times people ask me like, you know, I'm thinking about going to the military, but I'm also thinking about going to college. And it's like, cool, you can go to college at any time in your life, but you're 18 years old, like that military thing is going to tick off pretty quick. And I've had 0 people. There's no people that I can think of off the top of my head that say, I was in the military, I regret that I was in the military. No. And I'm talking about guys that have lost both legs, both arms. Like, look at Travis Mills. Like, what a beast. He doesn't break down and say, hey, you know, I really wish I wouldn't have joined. No, he's like, I'd do it again. Yeah. So there's something going on in your DNA. Right. That wants to do this kind of shit. Right. So do this kind of shit.
No, absolutely. Man, I stand by it too, as like the value in jiu-jitsu or MMA or any other bullshit is still not even really the fighting part of it. Like, you should know that. It's awesome. It's great. All right. Realistically, you should fight with weapons anytime you can. But you're not always going to be able to, one. All right. The other thing is it's not, like I said, it's really not about the fighting. All right. It's about, like for dudes that are older. All right, they've never done this shit when they're young. All right. Do you have the courage to, like, go in the fucking jiu-jitsu and get the absolute shit kicked out of you by some fucking 20-year-old. All right, he's going to embarrass the fuck out of you. It's going to suck. All right, and it's going to suck for quite a while too. All right, it's going to be like fucking 6 months before you can beat up the other. You're going to hope a new guy shows up in 6 months and you can rough him up a little bit. But that's good for you.
Humbling, man.
It's humbling. It shows courage. It's humbling. All right, it also gives you something to work towards. It really like drags on your fucking your work that you want to come up and it's all around great. I really can't think of a lot else that's going to help like a guy that's older that is kind of live like a bitch made life, like because you do it takes something fucking cowboy out for that shit. Yeah. It's funny, I'm a 20-year white belt, like because I will not go back for 3 or 4 years, and then I'll go back for I've never been great at consistency, but I did go to the Gracie Academies the first time in fucking Tacoma. In like 1988. Anyway, got the shit beat out of me by some little tiny. I wish I knew he was some little tiny motherfucker with a black belt. He was like fucking 65, kick deep. I was a judo guy, so I was like roughing up some of the other. And this little dude was like, "Hey man, fucking, let me show you some shit." Fucking beat the fucking. He wasn't even breathing hard. It was funny shit. Anyway, I will continue. I'll go back sometimes, and it's now even it takes a little bit of fucking courage to step in again, because like, goddamn, I'm fucking old and out of shape, and I'm still a fucking 20-year-old. I'll get roughed up by some fucking blue belts. I don't give a fuck. It's good to just show that you'll show up to yourself sometimes, and I do need to catch myself on some consistency, because my boys need to start doing this shit too. So
for sure,
I'm kind of at a turning point.
How old are the boys right now?
one of them turned 9 yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the other one's fucking 7.
100%.
But I'm definitely at a point of like unfucking my own life right now. So we'll get to that shit.
Yeah, yeah. So you get done with those books, and then there's this book, which I mentioned earlier on. It's called The Wrath of Wendigo, and I was like, wait, because this is a spoiler alert type of thing because it's a novel.
Right.
So, but I want to talk about it a little bit.
Sure.
It's like the scene is, I guess it's dystopian in a way, maybe. Yeah. But there's an insurgency in America against like the evil elite elected and unelected bureaucrats and oligarchs that now run America. This is like a alternate history type thing.
That shit could never happen, so it's a good thing it's fiction. Yeah.
And then there's this insurgency that happens, and there's a breakaway part of the country, which is Cascadia.
Cascadia, yeah.
Which actually, Cascadia is a real term. Like,
it's a real term for the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, the Pacific Northwest. And there's these people up there living in Cascadia, and the novel centers around this guy, Eric Hansen, and he's like a general of the insurgency, and he's captured. Yep. And that's the way the story unfolds, is that he gets captured, and he gets interrogated, and he kind of tells the history of the insurgency. And while it's a novel, it's also like an instruction manual on how to conduct said insurgency, going through.
I never saw that part of it myself.
So like the decentralized wolf lodges and like how to fight with sabotage and hit and run and terrain exploitation and asymmetric warfare. It's like goes over all those things. And also the Wendigo, which is actually a Native American
mythical creature.
Creature. And the basic, tell me if I got this right.
Yeah. The
concept is this guy Ton, Tonn.
Tonn. Yeah.
He's the leader. He's like the original founder of the insurgency.
Yes.
And at one point, he does like the sweat lodge type scenario, and he sees the Wendigo and freaking like enslaves him, kind of takes his nightmarish personality and says, we're going to use this because we have to win.
I'm bending you to my will.
Yes.
Yes.
Be the reason the forest is haunted. It's one of those things in there. So that's what happens. And the book, again, I realized when I was thinking about what I was going to say about it, is like there's a story arc that you have to read the book.
Yeah.
And as I was reading the book, I was like, oh, damn, what's going to happen? Because, you want to know what's going to happen. You want to see how it unfolds. So great read. There's an audiobook version of it too. And actually, I listened to the audiobook. I didn't read this book. I listened to the audiobook. A lot of times with novels, I'll just listen to them.
I totally get it. Yeah, me too. Yep.
So there's that. So that comes out. How did that land in the world?
Man, this is where we're gonna have to go down a little bit of a fucking woo-woo path, if you wish, because this is really what happens. And this is kind of where we get into some like some fucking crazy shit, if we're being just real with each other. So I should mention that, especially because of early church shit, like the whole time I fight the war, I'm a fucking atheist. Like, fuck everybody, fuck all, God didn't come help me from my childhood. I'm mad about shit, all right? And
this is when you're this is your attitude towards religion. When you're in the army, you're growing up.
Yes, yep. I'm fighting these fucking Arabs with their crazy, I'm not a believer in any kind of fruitcake shit. I'm very much like a biological evolved guy. Like, we got one shot at this. I guess I'm spending mine fucking running around the desert like an idiot. But, this is it. When we die, we're dust, all this shit. Nothing I see over there, or nothing I see, not even the birth of my children, makes me believe anything else. Not even fucking close. But some weird shit starts coming down the pike. I'm going to say, man, about like 2017, 2018. And it's not even in here. It's just like I'm watching the shit that's happening to Trump with his first presidency. Mm-hmm. And there starts to be like shit that like I can't explain, because again, like you don't know how much of this like crazy shit is like Pizzagate and all that, but when you start looking and you start seeing like, hey, these guys really are collecting all these like weird fucking paintings, and like there starts to be this like fucking recurring theme, and it just kind of starts coming to me like, I don't know. I still don't know whether at this point, like, I don't know if the devil is real. Like, I don't know if any of these fucking evil spirits are real, good spirits and other bullshit. But I do know that these fucking assholes believe in them. All right. And because of that, I need to like, learn some fucking mythology, figure out what do their signs and symbols mean? And what does it take, what's it going to take to flip our people around and like, fuck these dudes up if it comes to it. But I'm still not like, I'm a fucking mercenary for the good guys at this point. Like, you know what? I'm still not going to church, but I will fuck these guys up just because they're evil. If it comes to it. Everybody fucking calm down with the fucking FBI right now. Oh, gotta go. Anyway, so I'm not like a believer at this point at all. Wendigo actually comes to me in a complete novel, like all at one time. And it's mostly like sitting outside my fucking house in the woods up in the fucking mountains, maybe having a couple of adult beverages. But I don't smoke weed. I don't do any drugs. I don't do any of this other shit. But it is cycling in my head, and it wants me to write it, and I don't want to. And it's eventually some like kind of weird shit starts happening to me when I'm like, no, fuck you, I won't write this fucking book. Because the other thing about it is I know the story front to back in here already, and it sounds too fucking crazy. Like it sounds like some shit that like the Secret Service is going to give me a talking to about, right? There's some nutbar shit that goes on in there. And basically what finally triggers it to you're going to, I will do this. I'll fucking bend the knee. I'll write your goddamn book. One day I say I'm not going to. I say it out loud. I'm like, I am not writing this book. And so I start building a deck for my wife. All right. And next thing I know, like I never hold a drill like this. Like normally a drill like the trigger shit here. I'm holding it like this as I'm in the middle of this process. All right. And my oldest son at this point is not like an affectionate child. All right. He's kind of like one of those ages where he's like, he doesn't want to be touched or hugged or kissed or anything. But he runs across the fucking yard to give me a hug, which is completely fucking out of character for him at this point while I'm holding this drill like this with the bit pointed out. And before I can fucking do something, it stabs him in the face. All right. It gets him right here by the fucking, it almost gets his eye. I'm like, holy fuck. I fucking take him to the hospital. Got very lucky. It didn't like go through, it hurt him, but there's still a little scar there, but it didn't like, I'm like, holy fuck. Also, at this point, like I'm learning of like fucking mythology and shit. That I think it's weird that it was almost in his eyeball. It was the one-eyed fucking king. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, I already feel some like woo-woo fucking shit going on there. I'm like, okay, the kids go to bed. I'm like, I go out to my toolbox and I grab a flashlight with an LED bulb, but it's like a fucking Surefire too. It's not like some Chinese bullshit. And I turn that flashlight on and the fucking bulb pops, which is basically never happens to LED lights. Like you could run them for like 1,000,000 hours. And like. Now I'm getting like a little bit scared actually, so I fucking pick up a different one, and I pick it up. I actually take the batteries out, put it in this one, turn that one on, the fucking bulb pops. I'm like, fuck. I put all that shit, all that batteries, all that box away, and I go get a fucking third one, and I hit the button and it pops too. I'm like, okay, like fuck it. All right, you know what? I will write your fucking book. I'll do what you fucking want. And so I do. I write this book, and it flows out of me, and like it does. This is the only book I've ever written that it doesn't feel like I wrote it. It feels like I channeled it, and that's. I don't know. It's also the best book I've ever written. That guy's awesome. Who that spirit guy is, fucking that guy's legit. But that's how this one comes about.
And then we get into this latest book, which is called Barbarian Spirit, and I guess let me just start with this is from the BarbarianSpirit.com website. The demon of suicide is running rampant in our society, increasing by up to 52% in certain age groups since the year 2000. It is the second leading cause of death in veterans under 45, with 140,000 veteran suicides since 2001. You read that correctly. Double the war dead from Vietnam, or over 1/3 of World War II killed in action. Suicide is a crafty way of decreasing our numbers and strength before the final day, while demoralizing those that remain. This is not an analogy. One of the few cases of demonic exorcism in the Bible itself shows what? Demons cast out of a man allowed to possess a herd of pigs immediately forces the swine to drown themselves. All right. So, and we're going to get to the Barbarian Spirit website and this religion and whatnot. But I want to get just, we kind of touched on some of this stuff here, but I want to kind of set the scene for you. This is reading from the book by Barbarian Spirit. You say, I was very torn on the decision to try a psychedelic. I did hours of research. I looked for anomalies like sudden death. I basically looked for any excuse I could find not to use this drug. Even after I finally settled on magic mushrooms and procured a stash, they sat in my basement for over a year. The fear was real. I should also point out here, after I got them, I asked my experts a gaggle of questions. I interrogated one of them for hours, secretly looking for a flaw and a reason not to. I listened to people on YouTube that are very anti-mushroom for reasons like it opens a door to the demonic, or mushrooms thrive on death. They are a thing of death and they are not your friend. Eventually, I decided it was time. Not necessarily even for the spiritual reasons. I was still a bit skeptical about that. But I had some problems nothing else seemed to touch. The brain therapy I got before did help with the fog. I had felt on and off for years. I did feel like I gained back 20 IQ points and my focus was better. But I still had bouts of depression. I still had trouble finding any kind of motivation, and I still didn't feel right. By the summer of 2023, I was ready to try anything. Finally concluding that any possible risk outweighed continuing to feel less than whole, it was time to cowboy up. So even though you kind of squared your shit away somewhat, now you got your wife, you got kids. Was your second son on scene?
Yes, yeah, because he's only 2 years younger than the big one.
Okay, so you had two boys, but you're still like,
so
some shit's not right.
So basically, I'm like doing this on fucking sheer willpower and discipline now. All right, I'm doing stuff to get us money. All right, I'm trying to be a good example for my kids and like work out so I can live long enough to fucking raise them. But I'm still a fucking mess. Like I've got the brain fog. All right, I've got no motivation for the drive for the gym. When I do go, like I never get any gains because it turns out that when I finally go to do this other bullshit, I've got testosterone at like a count of like 173. Yeah, and this ends up being a lot of dudes are really fucked up in the endocrine system from either the war or whatever. So I'm basically just like tooth and claw, just barely living, and not very well, but. Enough time to like play. I know I'm fucked up though. Like I know that like I've got to do something to get some energy back, get some drive, and all this shit. And that is around the time that I first started hearing about psychedelics as a therapy, which I thought sounded like total bullshit. Anyway, it sounds like some hippie fucking peace and love. Like, oh yeah, you just fucking see the fairies, and I'm like, no man, there ain't no fucking way that works. But that's exactly what it is. I get desperate enough. I'm like, I'll try some fucking crazy shit. The brain thing that I had before was called transcranial magnetic stimulation, and this is the thing they're doing for veterans now, and they basically shock your brain with magnets and shit. It did help a little bit, but it didn't help enough. Like I'm like, I don't even need to feel like I'm 25. I need to feel like I'm 35. Something though, so I can get through this. And it ended up that I had a bunch of clients from this book that basically pulled me out of retirement of like teaching pistol and shit. They were Bitcoin dudes, so they're already like kind of free thinking, fucking those kind of dudes, and they were big into psychedelics because they were big in programming and a bunch of other weird jobs where you wouldn't think psychedelics are the thing. But so they're always talking about this shit. And they're like, no, look, man, like some of them had even like donated money to some of the other veteran organizations that use these as therapeutics down in Mexico for guys. And they're like, it's not like they ever tried to push them on me, but if I ask them, they're like, oh yeah, man, fucking that shit will fucking totally help your ass. Like it'll be fucking magic. I'm like, but I'm a Nancy Reagan kid too, man. Like, dude, I have a fucking Dare t-shirt probably still from, like I grew up in this shit. And especially stuff you hear about psychedelics is, in the after-school specials in 1987, it's all bad. Like you'll cut your fucking face off with a razor blade because there's spiders in it and shit. You melt your brain and you'll be like a retard down by the fucking railroad tracks. So I am scared of it. And it's also true. Like you're probably scared of it too a little bit because if you don't know how it works. My biggest thought, and like my guys that were on Infantry, like never reconcile this point because they don't really understand. But this has come up a lot of times with other veterans when I talk to them. I am also like a fucking mass murderer, man. Like I can do and have done like some fucking killing and shit. If I put a hallucinogenic on board and I think that we're fucking back at Fallujah or some bullshit, this could get real squirrely. All right, and like where I live, like ain't nobody fucking stopping me either for like a long time. You know what I mean? Like, am I gonna wake up in the bushes with an empty plate carrier? Like, that's gonna be bad, right? So it is. It's scary. It's scary for a lot of reasons. There's also a very real fear amongst like our kind of dudes. Like, what if this fucking takes my edge off? All right, I'm this fucking guy, and I can do all this fucking terrible, crazy shit to protect my fucking babies right now if I need to. Like, I've fucking kill this fucking county with a fucking axe if I have to. What if this makes me like a little bitch? This is one of the funniest. I have a dude I know that's a 5th Group battalion commander that got into space. And this was his biggest concern because he's a fucking monster. He's like, that's what he said. What if it turned me into a fucking fairy fuck? Like I wake up tomorrow and like I'm a pacifist. Like, yeah, that would suck, dude. Fucking. These are things that like we're scared about.
No, yeah. I've people would try and get me because I've never like done any drugs.
Yeah,
and I've got like I live in Southern California.
Right.
I live in Ocean Beach in Southern California. There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of people. There's like normal people like that have every job you can imagine, and they smoke dope all day long. Oh no! And I've literally had the conversation where people are like, dude, it'll just like take your edge off a little bit, and I've been like, that is the last thing I want.
I like this.
Get away from me.
Right. Right.
So that's a real fear, like you said.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And I have the fear of I feel good, like, and my life is great, Because I'm like, I don't want to like mess up the system. The thing I told you before we started is like, I'm driving around the highway at 80 miles an hour. There's no traffic.
Yep.
I'm listening to some good music. I'm not going to pull that car over and just disassemble the engine and put it back together. Like that seems like a high risk to me, but that's me, and I do know a lot of people that have made some serious progress through these whatever they're called,
substances
journeys, these substances. Yeah. So you make the decision that you're going to do it.
Yep. Yeah. And like I said, I'm not believing anybody's hippie bullshit either about, fucking spiritual journey. Like I'm of the opinion, like this is probably all bullshit. You probably see some, of course it's hallucinogenic. You're going to see some crazy shit, but that's your subconscious, fucking making shit up, fucking whatever. And, but if it will help, all right, if it will help with like the brain fog, and if it will actually do the other shit that's supposed to be the endocrine system, like fine, I'll go on a fucking movie. I don't care if it's a scary movie. I don't care if I got Freddy Krueger's there for fucking 15 hours. I don't give a fuck. All right. I'm going to try this for the health reason. All right. And it also sounds crazy for me that like, we're going to do some drugs for our health. Like, fucking what? But this is what I'm going to do. So, and also I don't want to tell my wife that I'm doing this because, I'm kind of still in a mess too, kind of like some like paranoid, not really paranoid, but kind of like so paranoid, I guess is the right word, kind of some like isolation and like I don't trust a bunch of people, and anyway, I don't want to tell her that I'm doing this because she has a negative opinion of these kinds of things from her youth. Fuck, Homer's dad's not watching this, whatever. Fuck it, fuck it. We're gonna tell this story anyway. My wife has done a fair amount of these things, frying, which is a word I just learned from my EC, like recreationally, like when she's very young. All right. Yep. So, and people that do this shit like for fun, it's a totally different thing than people that do this. I will come to find out for these like spiritual or health reasons or something like that. So anyway, waiting my wife to go to bed, which is almost never happens. She goes first. All right. I'm scared fucking shitless of these mushrooms, so I'm doing all this shit like we're in school, like rubbing them on the inside of my arm for like 4 hours before to make sure I don't get a rash. like the day, or a couple hours before I take like a little bite and like swish it around my mouth and fucking spit it out to see if it's poison. I'm gonna die. And I also, because of the hallucinogenic effect potentially, I don't want to be like in the house with my wife and kids because I also don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna start throwing dishes across the living room. Am I gonna get fucking crazy? So I'm gonna lock myself in the garage, which is like a detached garage. I got a little fucking nest of lawn furniture, fucking cushions and shit. And I get my stuff out. I'm like, all right, here we go. And I actually divide it in half too, because I'm like, you're supposed, if you're looking for this for like the health thing, you're supposed to get to like a certain point, which is like between 4 and 5 grams, where you can actually reboot your brain. Is what they call it. There's actually another word for what they call it. I don't remember right.
Like the hero dose or something.
It's the heroic dose, but there's a certain piece in your brain that's like hitting the reset. And there's a big word for it. I think it's in the book somewhere, but it's this is what you have to get above this certain threshold to get that to work. So I'm like, but I'm going to take half of this first, just like see how it does for me. Make sure that like I don't completely fucking come unglued. So I take like my 2 grams or 2.5 grams, and it's also a weird thing because like psilocybin mushroom, it takes a long time to kick in. It can take like an hour. It can take up to 2 hours, but it usually takes like an hour. So I take my stuff and hang out for a little bit, and then I start fucking kind of feeling kind of good. I'm like, okay, this is all right. Lay down my little fucking nest of bullshit, and I wish I had a picture of this yet. Yeah, just fucking lawn chairs and like a poncho liner or some bullshit. Fucking one of my sandbag kettlebells for a pillow. So it starts kicking in, and I start seeing what I think I'm gonna see. Because I never thought of this as like a spiritual journey in the slightest. All right, I just start seeing some random crazy fucking bullshit, like a fucking train with wings flying through the just dumb shit. And this goes on for a little bit, and sometimes it's like the mushrooms now are like talking to me, which also can be just like some totally subconscious shit. Like of course mushrooms are talking to you, like, oh, high as fuck, of course they are. And it's like, okay, you like us, like we're boys, right? Like, are we cool? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, this is fun. And they're like, okay, well,
wait, so the mushrooms are talking to you like inside your own head?
Inside your own head, yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Is it like words, or is it just like you just understand it?
I feel like it is words, maybe that's just the way like I see it, because a lot of you can see different things from these things. I feel like it is words. But it's not like I'm verbally hearing with them. Right. It is just all in here.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're like, hey, like, are we cool? And also, like, I have no idea how to do this shit either. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to have like a fucking ritual or fucking. So I've kind of made some shit up. Like I was telling you before we were on the show, like, I've never been into Viking shit in my fucking life. Like, I thought Vikings were like undisciplined fucking retards. And if I'm gonna do something militarily, like I want to be like a legionnaire or like a fucking samurai or somebody that actually gets their haircut and shines their boots, not some fucking drunken idiot on a ship. But anyway, so like, but from this, I've learned a little bit of Viking shit. So like, I've drawn like a warding circle of runes on this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I feel like you gotta have a ritual. You can't just eat some mushrooms. That's fucking retarded. So I start seeing shit. I take it's like, are we friends? Like, are we cool? And I was like, okay. It's like, well, if you want to really do this, like, you're gonna have to like take the rest. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We'll eat the rest of these. We'll eat the other half. And it's like, and you have to leave your warding circle too. You have to go like fucking lay down in bed and be comfy. I'm like, oh shit. Like I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to now, but it seems like the guy that tells you to put your gun down is probably not your friend. Like, maybe you want to think about that one. But whatever. I feel like I'm gonna trust this. I also feel like if I didn't need to trust this, well, I'll fucking kick this guy's ass and then come back to the fucking warding circle and be like, well, that's fucking stupid. So eat the rest of them. All right, now shit's like coming on. Because it doesn't take another hour for that second half to kick in. Like we're escalating. So I go upstairs to my guest room and fucking hop in bed. At this point, like, I don't need clothes anymore. Like, this is just kind of how fucking mushroom make you feel. And
we're streaking. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your spiritual journey with a Will Ferrell joke.
It's fucking right, dude. And I get in bed and I have like the fucking craziest, deepest fucking spiritual experience that I've ever fucking had. Man, actually, how much detail we go with that fucking shit? I mean, it's kind of part of the story. It's kind of not important too. It's it's in the fucking book.
Yeah, I mean, some highlights of it. There's like this golden city that you go into. Yeah, you end up facing these evil kind of demonic things that you're killing with a sword. Yeah, and you actually use the word smashing.
Smashing, yes.
And then we get to this bear and this wolf thing, which I think you should probably talk about a little bit.
No, okay, so this is fucking super important. When I lay down, all right, I start feeling, like, I start seeing shit, all right? I start seeing shit, like, hyper fucking clear, which is actually kind of, this does not happen every with psilocybin, even with that kind of dose. A lot of people will never get through, like, seeing funny colors and, like, the psychedelic patterns. That's what I will, over time, come to call the veil, all right? You can take a lot of these kinds of drugs and never get through that veil. A lot of people won't. Recreationalists a lot of times won't. If you're serious, though, and you're, like, on a journey and, like, you have taken this with purpose and focus and you're trying to go somewhere, you will pass through that veil. And what's on the other side of that veil, well, it varies for everyone, but for me, it's fucking crystal clear. I'm in this fucking city, and now I'm like immediately now I'm talking to somebody, and this really is worth. They're like, fucking, all right, hey, check it out, here's your sword. And like, oh fuck, well, I didn't know I had a sword, but I guess I do. And there's supposed to be all these statues, big statues of like monsters and fucking, I know what they are too, because I've researched a lot of shit, but like, there's a Moloch and Ball and all that shit. And I'm just like running on fucking instinct. I see these things, I want to hit them. Like, so I fucking smash them. It's not like cutting either because they're like a clay or a stone statue. So I'm fucking smashing them with this thing. And I'm getting pissed off because there's no fucking blood. Like, I want to kill somebody too. Like, I'm feeling this, like, or these bad guys. Like, there would be some fucking bad shit here. I don't want a paper target on the range. Like, I want fucking Bin Laden or whatever. So, so this goes on for a little bit, and I guess that was some kind of testing bullshit. And it's like, okay, and this will be another thing that's consistently weird for me with psilocybin. It usually gives me 3 trips instead of 1. It's like a play in 3 acts. So I'll go into what I call the spirit realm, which is where we pass through the veil and we see all crazy bullshit. I'll wake up and want to go outside and like take a piss, drink some water, have like a 30-minute break, you know, and there's still shit happening. You're not seeing things anymore. This is more like a reflection time. And then when that 30 minutes is over, it'd be like, okay, time for, part 2. And I'll go back in, lay down and see the second act. But I don't know any of this shit at the time. So I come to, and like I'm back in my guest room with fucking pillows with doilies on them and shit, fucking lace curtains. Like there's no terrible shit. And I don't even. I think I look at I'm carrying my phone, I look at the clock, and it's only been like hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm like, oh fuck, man! I always heard that these mushroom things took like 8 hours. Like this, this is fucking over. Like vision's still like a little distorted, but like it's no different than really like being really fucking drunk or something. Like okay, fucking all right. I guess I'll go outside. I don't know. I want to see some night air and fucking take a piss or something. So fucking go downstairs, still naked, fucking high enough that that's not a big deal. I live in town too, so I got neighbors on 4 sides and shit. And something is like compelling me to go out and not have clothes on. And there's also still like a little part of me that's rational. It's like, man, this is fucking like, no, dude, I don't want to get like arrested for indecent exposure or some bullshit. Fucking 2 o'clock. My wife is not gonna be happy if that happens. Walk out of the house, walk under the shadow of my fucking tree. And another kind of like weird coincidence thing that has happened is I wanted to do this the night before, but my wife stayed up late and I was tired, so I went to bed early. This night, like she never goes to bed early at all. She went to bed like 9 o'clock, so I got fucking all the night in the world. It's also, what the fuck is it? It's the fucking super blue moon that won't happen again for like fucking 25 years, and it's fucking reaching its apex. All right? Which when this first happened, I was like, fuck it, whatever. It's a fucking full moon. I go fuck. Now I'm gonna know why. Oh, as I walk out under the shadow of the fucking tree, all right, I step into the fucking moonlight, and this is still like really difficult to like fucking put into words because it's so fucking crazy. But as like my body passes in that fucking moonlight, I feel like something fucking like awakened me, and it is like a fucking animal, and I know exactly what the fuck it is, and it's the fucking wolf spirit, and I am like freaking out a little bit. I'm also at this point, I at least have enough like Judeo-Christian fucking background to be like, am I possessed? Like, am I being possessed like right at this fucking moment? And kind of actually. So I am like, holy shit, and I take a couple more steps in the fucking moonlight, and I'm also freaking out because I've never been this fucking high in my life. When my eyes are closed, I can feel like my body turning into this fucking werewolf. All right, but when I open my eyes, like force my real eyes open, I can see that my hands are still my hands. I don't have any fucking claws. I don't have a fucking snout and fucking teeth. But if I blink, close them a little bit, I'm back to that thing. So it's like both things are happening at once. Rational mind is like, oh, holy fuck. Like, this is fucking crazy as fuck. I know where all the werewolf fucking legends of the world come from right now. And I feel this, like, ungodly, like, fucking power coming with this. And that's what I mean when I say in the book, like, look, I've done some fucking crazy shit. All right. I've assaulted on fucking Adderall because, like, we've been up so many days they gave us some fucking go pills. And that's pretty fucking intense and pretty fucking crazy, right? Nothing has ever been like this that I've ever fucking felt in my life. It is just like fucking raw fury, and it feels actually fucking amazing and wonderful too. Like it feels like, if fucking Chuck Liddell and fucking Randy Couture and their fucking prime walk through the back gate right now, I would fucking beat them to death. Like I'd whip their fucking ass. All right, it's that kind of like primal fucking rage. And I kind of fight it actually for a little bit because I'm like, oh fuck, man, I don't need to be possessed by this is where I go, fucking rip the neighbor's throats out with my teeth. Like, this is not good. And finally, I'm like, oh fuck it, this is what's happening. And when I let it fucking like take over, like it is fucking so amazing. It's fucking so fucking good. And now I'm like literally like on all fours, fucking feeling like some kind of fucking monster, like howling at the moon, fucking growling. And this goes on for a little bit, and I fucking kind of come back to, but it's still like half and half, like me and this fucking wolf fucking shit. And I'm actually standing like, I can tell from my ration, I'm standing like a fucking weird, but I'm standing like a fucking werewolf in a fucking movie, which still just my natural, but it feels like I have all this other shit too. And, you know, so I'm kind of freaking out still a little bit, but I'm also like, this is pretty fucking cool. Like, you know, I like being this guy, actually. This is awesome. And I still don't really know what the fuck has happened, but I kind of do. So it's like, you know, the fucking mushrooms talking again is like, you know, okay, like, time to go back inside. I'm like, okay, well, as long as I'm in control of this motherfucker, I'm not going to fucking see my kids like this motherfucker. And it's like, it's fucking fine, just go. I'm like, okay. So I'm like walking back through my house, and like, I don't know, it again feels like just some like really weird, like fucking primal, like I'll see shadows in my kitchen, and I'll be, you know, fucking growl at them and shit like a fucking total fruitcake. And it's not even something I control. It's just like it is like a dog. It's like fucking, you know, instinctive. I'm like, oh fuck. All right, so I go back upstairs, go to bed, lay down, fucking like, okay, fucking sleep, fucking, and so I go tumble back into the spirit realm real fucking fast, and it's like the voice is like, okay, you know, this is fucking what you think it is. This is the fucking, you know, Ulfanor spirit. This is the fucking, you know, the wolf spirit that's been around forever. And like, you want to keep this, like, you know, there's a fucking price. This is also where it's like a Judeo-Christian guy or any kind of fucking, you're like, hold up, bitch. Like we do not sell our souls. We do not make fucking deals over here. And I tell them that, and they're like, no, it's fine. It's just pain. Like, you know, you gotta take enough fucking pain to, you know, fucking prove you can bond with this fucking thing. Like, oh, fucking pain. That's easy. That's a fucking simple currency to fucking take. So it's like, all right, well, you said go for it. Here we go. And it feels like hundreds of years passed. I'm just getting fucked up. And it's like, there's other shit telling me at the same time. It's like, you gotta feel every death of every other fucking, you know, wolf spirit that's ever fucking died. It's like, we're not actually immortal. Like, we will fucking die. So I tumble through, like, thousands and thousands of years getting, you know, fucking stabbed and shot and fucking arms ripped off. I see all these other fucking, especially from Europe, things that I've never seen before too. Like, I had no idea there were Roman formations with fucking wolf heads. There were, especially in the early days of the Republic. At one point, standard bearers also wore wolf skins instead of bears or lions. The Celts had some. I see a bunch of crazy shit that I'll like decipher later. It's like, oh fuck, there were other legends around these fucking things. So this goes on. It fucking hurts, dude. It feels like real of like these injuries, and also like your muscles are fucking like very tensing. This can be called also a psychosomatic response. This is one of the things you actually want from dudes when they have a bunch of fucking traumas with the drugs, because this is actually somehow your body releases that is doing these things. You can throw up, you can shit, you can cry, or you can do fucking weird fucking muscle shit. And all of those things are like psychosomatic release. All those things are actually helping you heal and get rid of this fucking garbage. So this goes on for a long time. I'm fucking tired as fuck. Like, when it's over, fucking finally I get, you know, killed for the fucking head cut off or some shit. It's like, okay, fucking, you're right. I'm panting. I'm like in bed, like sweating, like fucked up, tired, fucking all this shit. And it's like, okay, you're done, except for one thing. I'm like, okay. It's like, you know, the bear is going to challenge for his fucking right for you to be in its cult. I'm like, oh, fuck.
The right for what?
The right to be in its cult.
Got it.
So I look over, and here comes a giant fucking bear. You know, to be perfectly honest, too, I didn't know enough about Norse shit to even really know that there was a wolf cult, the Ulfhednar instead of the Berserkers. And the wolf being of the Ulfhednar, the bear being of the Berserker cult. So this fucking big ass bear coming over, I'm like, oh shit, like I'm fucking tired. I do not want to fight a goddamn bear right now. And I don't have to, because the fucking wolf spirit takes over and just fucking grabs this thing and fucking rips this fucking top jaw off of its fucking body and fucking throws it on the fucking floor. I'm like, what the fuck? And the spirit or the voice like, okay, don't worry, bear's not really dead. Just you know, you're on fucking Team Wolf, but you can, you know, call on the bear too if you need to. I'm like, okay, let's fucking make total sense, man. It's great. All right. It's fucking perfectly fucking logical. And yeah, it was incredibly fucking weird experience.
Now, what's the next day feel like, or like whatever, 3 days later or whatever? Like,
shit. So this is kind of like the end of like the, you know, tripping journeying balls, tripping balls down there, journeying balls fucking experience. I go downstairs like I'm really awake now. I'm coming off or out of the thing. I'm like hungry. I want some fucking like steak and fucking red meat. I feel great. I feel fucking more amazing than I've ever felt in my fucking life. It just feels fucking wonderful. And I'm also like, nobody has ever fucking told me about having a first trip like this. I'm a little bit fucking freaking out. I'm waiting on like a Christian enough hour of like 7 a.m. to come so that I can call one of my guys that has experience with this and be like, yo, dude, what is this how it goes? Is this what happens to everybody? It's not. But yeah, no, it's great. It's amazing. I feel like, I don't know, it feels like my brain did reboot. I feel like a new person after this. And even like 3-4 days later when it's all the way over, I feel like I have like leveled up as a human being and I've gotten rid of all this fucking garbage and all this shit that used to bother me.
There's something in that first journey that you went on where you say you learned 3 words, but you don't write them in the book. Like, what's that all about? Is it like foreign words or something like that?
Yes, it is. So one of the other things that it's kind of fucking with me about while I'm on this fucking first journey is it knows that I'm a skeptical type of person. Even like the shit that I said I didn't know about, like the Roman formations and the Celts. Like, when this is all going to be over, I could reasonably go and be like, you know what, maybe I learned that when I was fucking 12 years old in the fucking picture book. Maybe I learned this other fucking thing. It knows I'm going to rationalize my journey. It knows I'm going to try to find a logical solution so that I can write off the spiritual aspects of this. So when it's leaving, the fucking big owl gives me these 3 words. And so I go to try to, once I'm done, all right, I try to go Google them. Like, they don't have any fucking answers. They don't mean anything. So the one, I have a buddy his wife is from Norway. And I actually know what language these words. I know they're fucking Old Norse, or something. They're Old Norse or Germanic or Old Germanic or Icelandic. There's something from this fucking region. Because this is the same like mythology that it's shown me as this is going on, and it's kind of been telling me too. Like, this is fucking Odin speaking kind of shit. So I call my buddy whose wife's from Norway. I'm like, hey man, I need to know what this fucking word means. I know what it means, but I want to know what it means. And he's like, okay, let me ask my wife. And she's like, well, it means fucking absolutely not. It's a nonsense word that means nothing. But it like kind of piqued her curiosity. So she called her mom, all right, and piqued her curiosity. She didn't know either. So they called grandma back in fucking Norway. And grandma knew exactly what the fuck it meant. Because Norwegian is a language that has changed a lot, even in like the last 40 to 50 years. All right, and it's not even as close to Old Norse. But the old people, their language is a little bit closer. All right, and that is exactly what it means. It means fucking wolf shirt. And he's like, grandma wants to know how the fuck you know it, because almost nobody else on the fucking planet knows this word. And so that freaks me out, dude. Now I'm like, all right, there's like no denying that word came from somewhere else that was not me.
All right. I got to read a little section of the book right now. As a professional soldier, I would have found the image of a berserker laughable, mostly because in common understanding it fits so easily into the box of, then I'll just get really mad and go into a rage, see red, or some other amateur bullshit. A common bit of wisdom from people that think they can street fight, which will get you hurt or killed in real fast as tactics go if you face anyone with skills. They're a very complex relationship between aggression and expertise. Tiny bit of history, but important. The Western ideal of soldiers has been disciplined, cold, rational automatons for a very, very long time. Even back to ancient Sparta, that was what they wanted. Spartans put anger and fear in the same box and trained their soldiers to never show either. And they were kind of right, but kind of wrong. Anger can be used to mask fear, and one doesn't know how long that facade will hold up. I believe the Spartans, therefore, just tried to excise both. Odd as it may sound, they didn't really give much of a shit about personal martial ability either. All they really wanted was a soldier that could stand in the phalanx and coldly but steadily grind forward forever. I'm not disputing prowess or that it worked, or personal Spartan bravery, merely pointing out what they thought of as an ideal. Romans were mass-produced Spartans, so pretty much the same concept. And I think we can say the same for pike squares and all the phalanx-style warfare after. The same applied when guns became king. It was far more important than anything else that your soldiers stand in formation and do the right steps. Iron discipline, which does mean the negation of emotions. All of them. This is the Western goal which armies have strived for the last 100 years, arguably for the last 1,000 years. Kill who we tell you to kill, but only when we say so. Stop as soon as we say stop. And in between times, act like an automaton on parade. SOCOM is perhaps the greatest example of this. They select and build for this from day one. In those types of places, there will be no praise. There will be no rousing speeches from leadership. There will only be a target and an expected outcome. You will never hear that you did a good job, no matter how difficult the task might have been. You'll only hear about it if you fuck up, and you won't hear that more than a few times before you are gone. More than anyone else, SOCOM would be happy if they had robots. If they could make capable men, put them on ice between jobs, they would do so. Now, the irony here is that its recruitment practices often draw the most naturally aggressive men to start with. It spends an awful lot of money tamping that instinct down and very rarely rewards it. It might praise that aggression on rare occasion, throw out a few medals to the boys, but by and large, it seeks to leash it. I've seen that mask slip a few times, but largely it holds. There is a term you should familiarize yourself with if you haven't: industrial psychology. This is the science of extracting the maximum amount of value for the minimum amount of input from the worker. It has a military parallel in use for a long time now and building on what was already known in ages prior. The problem with this approach is that it blunts your emotions on every level. Between the cold discipline and inputs, which is hidden behind a guise of professionalism, and burying friends hand over fist, you end up with all your emotions locked in a little box, which has a very negative effect on your other normal human relationships. It makes them extremely difficult. For about 2 years prior to this vision, I had been doing work to unlock my emotions for the sake of my children and my relationship with my wife. And along that path, I started to wonder if we had gotten it wrong. Would we, as special operation ninjas, have been more effective if we had more emotional investment? Sure, we did some good work, but if we had been able to tap into fury a little bit more, would we have been even better? So when you act later in the book, I wanted to make sure I made this point. You talk about, like, you realize, like, that is something it would be good to tap into sometimes, but you have to balance it out, obviously.
Yes.
It actually reminded me of a story. My buddy Stoner, who was one of my platoon commanders, and we were doing immediate action drills out in the desert. He did one deployment as a SEAL at this point. Now he's with me, and he's a platoon commander, and, like, he's not being aggressive, like, in this training. You gotta, you're out in the desert, you want some people to do some shit, you gotta make them do some shit. Right. Hey, we need 2 guys. Like, you gotta. And I'm like, bro, you need to, like, be aggressive. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you gotta like find a little bit of that rage to make shit happen. And he's like, really? And I go, yeah. And he did. He's like, okay, cool. Yeah, like, if you got 2 guys in a fire team that aren't, like, responding, you need to go make sure they freaking respond. You need to make it happen. So that kind of reminded me of that. He was told for many years, like, hey, no emotions, no emotions, no emotions, no emotions. And I was like, no, bro, you need to let those things out sometimes.
Right, yeah.
So there's where we're at. So that's your first experience with this.
Yes.
Then you do, your second one is like, would this be considered like a bad trip?
Man, I'll tell you straight up.
From the book, you described it. I landed in a new place, one of pure horror. It was a catacomb of broken bones, skulls, and fire as far as the eye could see.
It was real bad. I will tell you straight up from the hippies and, like, the therapists and the fucking people that are, like, into this shit for, like even the guys who do this is like a therapeutic for a different way. Some of them that I know that have, like, read, like, motherfucker, you have always had bad trips. Everything that happens to you is a bad trip. I don't see it that way at all. And actually, most of, like, the badass dudes that I take on these journeys, the same way. Anything that we say to, like, somebody out there is a bad trip. For us, it doesn't really feel that way, though. But it'd be the same thing. If we get in a fucking gunfight in the parking lot on the way to lunch, like, we're still going to buy tacos. Yeah. Right? If we had, like, some fucking...
Tell some good stories about
exactly. Be like, can I borrow a mag? I'm empty. If somebody that's never been any kind of this shit is with us, like, they're going to be freaked the fuck out. All right? They're not having a good day. So, but yes. The second one, probably even for me, could be described as a bad trip. And this is something that I now especially see with retrospect is happening to me. I'm having probably a very unique experience with psilocybin because it's all building towards something. I don't know what the fuck that's going to be until, like, way later. But I wouldn't even say that it's necessarily testing me. It's conditioning me that these are the kind of things that can happen. Because eventually it's going to...
What was the time length between the first one and the second one? It was like a couple months or something like that?
No, not even that long. Probably a month.
Okay.
This is one thing that's true from the first one, too. I have so much fucking respect for this thing after I do it. Like, this is fucking amazing. Like, I will never do this again, though, until, like, I feel like the omens ask me to, because I respect it. Like, I'm appreciative, as well as, like, I know this shit is fucking powerful as fuck. And if it wants to take me to a real scary place, that's where we're going. So it's about a month later, and it starts calling back to me. And one of the other things that is weird about me is I will end up doing, like, a lot of these things in, like, a relatively short period. And that's not right usually for a lot of people. A lot of people will go, like, 6 months between a journey because that's what they need, or that's what it tells them to do. Some people will do this like once a year, all right? It'll take years to get through all the... But, hey, you do kind of what it wants you to do if you're really listening. For me, it's like a month, so I'm like, hey, cool, awesome, let's do this again.
So you're slaying demons in this one. Like,
yeah.
And demon interrogations, like you're...
Yeah, okay, this one is fucking completely insane. When you're going to go in the second time, you don't know what the... I'm like, if I do this again, will it be an exact repeat of the first time? Will it be the same world, but it's a continuous... Like, I have no fucking idea. So what happens is it calls me, I eat the stuff, and I go into, like, a totally different place. And, I'm not... It's not like I'm in chapter 2 and, like, I'm still the fucking wolf guy or any bullshit like that. And so I'm confused, like, where the fuck am I exactly?
It's a totally different book.
Totally different book.
Got it.
And that's what it starts out as. Like, I get attacked by all these fucking demony things, and I had actually gone in here to ask a very specific question. Now I'm getting fucking jumped, and I'm actually a little bit scared because, like, I don't know. This is my second time. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in here. So I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. I fucking summon a shield and a fucking spear, but I'm taking, like, damage. Like, these things are fucking hurting me. Like, they're fucking hitting me through this shield in that world. It's hard enough that, like, I feel it in the real world. Like, it feels like fucking impacts. I'm like, it'll bounce me in and out of the fucking realm. And it's like getting hit by, like, a dude that knows how to hit you. I'm like, fuck. So I'm doing all this fucking shit. I'm, like, basically running from these things because there's a lot of them getting the fucking ass kicked out of me. And something happens, and the fucking wolf guy just, like, fucking jumps in and takes over. And it was actually an ambush. All right. I needed to know this. The thing that I wanted to know could only come from, in the spirit realm terms, something that's on the other side. It's not going to show up if there's, like, a fucking badass with all of his friends, waiting with fucking guns. So basically, it let me use myself and, like, my human aura as bait. And then when the thing showed up that had the fucking answer, it force fed in the fucking QRF and showed me how to handle these things. And it was I was like, okay, I took over, grabbed this thing, like, all right, well, here's how you interrogate things in the spirit realm. Fucking fuck this dude up, and showed me what I needed to know.
Cool. Kind of takeaway here. You say the sacrifice of old was effective, but the new way was a method of extracting more soul over a longer time. Screens, particularly phones, cost you your life force. Time. They are a form of sacrificing small bits of your life to the dark gods. You even bow your head in supplication to them as you willfully carve away grains of your soul to whatever gave us this technology. Multiplied by billions, that is stronger magic than cutting the hearts out of a few hundred per day. And those soul grains feed the dust storm that will eventually destroy us. This is the grease of Ragnarok, Armageddon, and Kali Yuga. Combined with other mechanisms, this is how they gain power to destroy our civilizations. Your phone is a demon.
It is. It's fucking wild shit, right?
It's wild shit.
But think about this. This is a theory. I do believe that the technology, for the most part, and fuck, man, a lot of these dudes came up with like touchscreens from doing psychedelics. All right, they learned how to do that shit on the other side. Look at like Steve Jobs or Tim Cook or a lot of these other inventors, where they got their shit from, where they got the idea from that made them the bazillion fucking dollars. A lot of it came from these drugs. All right, so you don't necessarily know where the fuck you're going to land when you take these things. All right, and whoever is guiding you also has an influence on that. And there's shit that goes on over there that none of us will ever like really truly fully understand. But this is what it tells me, like, directly. And you got to think about, it is weird, is it not, the way that we bow our heads to our fucking phones?
Disturbing.
It is very fucking disturbing. It's some weird shit.
Third experience seems like a little bit more of a minor experience. This was like a little Q&A going on with the wolf. You join the wolf spirit, and you figure out that if you need the fury, you can summon it.
Yep.
But you still get to drive. It's like, that's where you feel in that third one.
This is kind of where it went with this. It's like, okay, look, fucking, I had to jump in and take over last time because you're still a fucking new guy in the spirit realm, and we were gonna get fucked up. So, which is totally cool. It was a conversation like if your senior assaulter jumped in and fucking helped you, but you were the new guy. You're not a dick. You helped me. Thanks, bro. So it tells me, it's like, okay, I had to do this one time, but you're in charge. All right, you're not being like possessed and fucking taken over by this other shit. Yeah, you can call on this though when you need it, and it's fucking weird. I don't remember if I put this in the book or not, but this is real shit. Like when I'm in like danger now in like the real world, like if a fucking hobo hops out of the fucking thing and fucking comes out with a fucking ice pick, this comes online. It's fucking weird as shit, but it's all this. I don't know if it actually works. I don't know if I can actually pick up heavier shit or hit harder or not, but it feels like it. It feels like this fucking shit has come on board. And it's pretty fucking weird, but it's cool. Like I like it. Like I'm scared of shit when there's a fucking wolf demon driving the ship. Like, okay,
but you're good.
Yeah, you're totally good. Yeah.
Fourth experience. This is like there's like a Q&A going on. Do you seek knowledge or do you seek the truth? You respond, I seek the truth. And then there's like, you get this term animal magic.
Yes.
What's the animal magic all about?
The animal magic it's telling me where we gained this power of the bear or the wolf or whoever our fucking spirit guide is. And it goes into this fucking long story about some incredible length of time ago, 100,000 years or some shit. We as men have to go to war against the fucking wolves because they're eating our fucking kids, and we're trying to domesticate animals and they're fucking our shit up, or they're eating all the game in the fucking forest. And we had to go fucking fight them because it's survival of the fittest at this point. And we're gonna do? We're gonna fucking wipe them out. So we get the upper hand because we have figured out how to use spears and fucking clubs and shit. All right, and we're fucking these guys up. And we get to a point where we can decisively win. We could exterminate them, but instead we're like, you know what, man? Like, you guys are fucking hard though. You guys are pretty cool. Respect. Yeah, like you guys got some shit going on that like we could use. Like you smell like a motherfucker, and you freaking fur is awesome in the fucking snow. So we'll make a deal. If you'll fucking make the deal with us, like you be like our fucking dudes, you be like our fucking dogs, and you be on fucking security and bark when you're fucking crazy shit. We'll let you sleep by the fire, and we'll get you some fucking raw meat, and we won't go to fucking war again. And that was just our deal. What happened to us immediately after that with our shamans and shit when we went into the fucking spirit realm? The wolves gave us fucking something back. They gave us this like animal fury that we can fucking call on. If we can figure out how to fucking tie it to us. And that also makes us fucking way better warriors. In a sense, it makes us fucking able to do some fucking crazy shit if we need to.
There's some good highlight. I had to tag some highlights. Obviously I'm not reading the whole book. Get the book. Yeah. But some of the good stuff that I just wanted to hit some highlights. Quote, we've learned to pass our knowledge across the bridge of blood. And again, I was kind of this is something that cued into. I was like, this stuff that I think is very instinctual for us. It's like, where does that come from? Oh yeah. That's what you refer to as the bridge of blood. What we learn now is easier for our following progeny to grasp. So things that you know how to do that seem easy to you, it's like, where's that come from? Oh yeah, it comes from your ancestors.
Yeah.
Kings and leaders are also necessary at times, but the warrior caste should never be fully loyal to them. Protect the woman and child. That's just like the underlying, what'd you call it? The prime directive.
That is the prime directive. That's the only thing he ever said to me as the fucking hard and fast rule. That's the one that is not flexible. That is the only fucking rule that there is. And really, when you think about that, and you think about it long enough, that does cover everything. That covers your entire fucking society.
Protect the women and child.
You don't let there be a fucking OnlyFans fucking server and fucking bullshit, all right, because that's not protecting women and fucking children. All right, you don't let fucking criminals run loose in your fucking society because that's not protecting your fucking women and children. You don't cheat on your fucking wife and go fuck a bunch of 20-year-olds we brought back from a fucking raid because that is not protecting the fucking family unit. That when you get down to it, that is the only thing that you need to know.
Another one, the will matters most. Of course, I had to throw that in there. You get this one, and again, you make this link between modern times and these spiritual journeys you take. This one says, quote, "I saw a gamer's chair for what it is. It is designed like a throne as mockery, a false throne for a false king. Video games are to adventure what porn is to sex, a cheap substitute designed to keep you from pursuing real experiences. The gamer's throne lets them feel like he's growing in power while he weakens his body and services to the synthetic ordeal. An entity watches cackling from the other side of the screen."
Some dark shit in it. That was a piece of this vision that actually that really made me like fucking stop. I was like, holy shit. Because like all these other things, like something taken in moderation is never bad. Like, fuck 2007 playing fucking Halo with my fucking boys on Xbox, whatever. We're relaxing. But when it becomes like your life, and it is, especially these specially designed like fucking $1,000 gamer chairs on this fucking silly shit. This has become an acceptable lifestyle.
So you don't have to get up.
Exactly. You don't have to get up. It's perfectly aligned your body to stay there all fucking day. It is. It's fucking insane. And this is some of the shit that is weakening and crushing our fucking society. What percentage of men can't even like go in the military right now because their bodies won't take like day one of basic training? It's a lot. It's fucking crazy. It was like 60-70%.
Yeah, and that goes again what I was talking about earlier. Like if that's where you end up, you're suppressing what you know.
Yeah,
what your blood and your DNA want you to do. You do a good breakdown of Thor, Tyr, and Loki in there, which was always fun for me to read. Your final experience, your final like big experience that you talk about in the book is like it makes you sick, it makes you purge.
Yes,
and you get to a point where like okay, you're not learning anything else from doing it again. So it's like you were okay. I got what I needed.
Yeah.
So that's what the book is about. And that book turned into now, is the word church is that the right term?
It's the legal term that we're going to use in the United States. Yes, okay. We call it a faith-based, it's a church. Church is fine.
What would you say, faith-based what?
Faith-based organization, but church is fine. Legally, we are incorporated as a church. I mean, that's the word that we had to use in the legal U.S. system too, so church is good. And
you are a priest.
Yes.
At the church. The church is the path of the Barbarian Spirit, and you can go to barbarianspirit.com. So what's the goal of this this faith-based organization that you've got?
So this was all the shit that I had to do to write the book, and that was what happened with the last one where I got sick. It was like, okay, you're done learning now, write this book and put this out. And that was like a year ago, maybe a year and some change. So I didn't really know what the fuck I was supposed to do next, especially after I wrote the book. Like I put it out there. It's not like it changed the world or anything. And I'm kind of in this limbo place of like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be telling people about this experience, all right, but there's a limit to how much I can do with that. Like I fucking run around the street, like read my book, like sound like every other fucking idiot with a book. So I walked down a bunch of paths, I don't know, fucking talk about it on some podcasts, and it doesn't get like a whole lot of fucking traction though. So I'm still also in my time. When it calls to me, I'm still going on these journeys, all right? And I'm learning like more shit, but nothing happens that's like fucking crazy again. I learned how to use another sacrament that we use at the church, MDMA, which is ecstasy in the party scene, but it actually has an incredible use in this other world as well. There's whole like therapy systems that are built around MDMA. It does a different thing than psilocybin does. So I keep doing this stuff for a while, and finally I have another vision that's like pretty fucking crazy. On the psilocybin. It's like, and this is actually where it names me fucking priest. Like the time where it's like, okay, you are the fucking priest, that's going to be your role. And I'm like, okay, well, fucking neat. We don't have a congregation or a fucking church, so what the fuck am I the priest of? But it shows me the secondary vision. And it's I go in and it's like, okay, I'm fucking big badass in the fucking spirit world now because I've done this bunch. I've lifted a bunch of spirit weights, right? I'm fucking beefy. And fucking the All-Father's like, all right, you see that guy over there? Like, yeah, and like that's the demon of suicide. Like, and he's fucking your brothers up. Like, you want to go get him? I'm like, okay. I'm going to cut this guy's fucking head off real quick. So I go to fuck this dude up, and it turns out I get close to him, and this fucking Minotaur jumps out. Giant fucking Minotaur. All right. And I can't fight him. He kicks my fucking ass. I'm like, fuck. So go all through these fucking, it's a long fucking story of processes and fucking I keep resurrecting and trying different tactics. And finally what I got to do is fucking spawn 10 more of me. So now I'm like the fucking Spartan guy in the back, and like, okay, you take the fucking net and go around and do this. Fucking Jocko, you got this fucking, spear and shield. You fucking shoot some arrows at him. And we fuck this dude up. And wake up from this, and I go outside. Now it's going to explain to me what the fuck just happened. It's like, you have to found a church, all right? And you have to do it in this way because this is the way that you can do it legally in the United States. That Minotaur is actually not a bad guy. He's the DEA, all right? He is supposed to fucking protect. He was spawned by goodness to protect people from like fucking fentanyl and heroin and all this other fucking crazy bullshit. But the fucking bad elements also convinced him to prevent us from having MDMA and mushrooms and LSD and ayahuasca and ibogaine. And these things that are very useful, all right? So basically, he's protecting the demon of suicide while the demon of suicide runs around and fucks your brothers up, makes them fucking kill themselves. You have to find a way to fucking beat this guy, all right? And the way that you're going to do that is this church, all right? Because putting yourself, if I say that I'm a therapist and I run a therapy program, well, that is illegal in the United States with these substances. However, there is a very incredibly fucking narrow window of protected religious activity where I can do this. All right, I can use these sacraments, and I can perform these fucking rituals for our soft brothers. All right, I can bring them into my fucking place totally fucking legally. Everything's fucking cool. Walk them into the spirit realm because I can actually go into their fucking dreams, which is one of the weird things that I can fucking do. All right, and I can help them exercise this demon of suicide, this demon of depression, and all this fucking bullshit, and make them fucking better.
And that's the mission.
That is the fucking mission.
What is it? What is logistically? What does that look like? So I know on the website you talk a little bit about what you're trying to do. You got to raise money so that you can build. And what, you got some land in the Ozarks? Is that right?
Yeah. So original plan, we bought some land in the Ozarks. Original plan is to put it there. There's a bunch of like weird shit that goes along with, especially like using this substance like a ritual method. Being away from electricity is a huge one. All right, I've done this both like in the fucking woods, and I've done this like in my fucking house. Even being away from electrical fields at all, like, kind of enhances the fucking process. The ritual stuff is important because especially like fucking soft dudes like us. Right, where'd you do all your like really hard shit at? Like in the fucking ocean or in the fucking woods with it. No technology, no night vision, with a fucking rubber duck because when you're tired ass loser, it's no big deal. We have a connection to nature that like almost nobody else in the fucking world does. The more that we can get our guys into a natural environment, no electricity, kind of feeling also, this goes back to like the blood bridge too. The further we can take this back as far as fuel goes into like how it would have been fucking 1,000 years ago. Tents instead of buildings. Fire instead of, fucking electrical lights. All this shit kind of helps, right? Because a lot of dudes, it takes a lot for them to like suspend disbelief. And what I need them to do is suspend disbelief just long enough that we can get across this fucking threshold, because then they're going to be good. They're going to be able to handle all this fucking shit. So we're in the building process right now, and it's not cheap, but it's definitely not the most expensive thing in the world either. Basically, we need the capacity to build like a fucking tent yurt thingy that we can use for like the temple. A lot of times these things are better done, or you're going to be able to go deeper if you go by yourself. So it's kind of a catch-22. All right, your first experience, at least the first few hours of it, you want to have a guide there. All right. Also, legitimately they should be. I was fucking scared the first time too. Just going in there by yourself is kind of fucking scary. All right. But if I can walk you in there, show you that everything's fine, like, oh, hey, look, man, you can fuck these dudes up. Here, fucking spawn a fucking weapon, whatever you need to do. A lot of guys then, they want to be able to go to their own private space, all right, where they can really fucking let go. And if they got to do some fucking crazy shit they want to do, it's probably like, fucking cry or shit out the door or some fucking crazy shit. That's just going to help them get to where they need to be faster. It also needs to be close enough, though, that as the guy supervising, I can still walk by and like look in and be like,
make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, you choking on your own vomit? No, you good? Okay. So that's where we're at right now. We're trying to build this. We're also trying to get some money in the bank for it. one thing I know about like myself, like when I was a real fucking mess, when they did the brain magnet shit for me, a charity did that. All right. And I had to take a couple of steps before I was even willing to ask the charity if I could go. And if it had been like $3,000 that I had to come up with out of my own pocket, I wouldn't have done it. Not because I didn't feel like, not because it's even a high price, but because like when you're that banged up, like you're not going to spend money on making yourself feel better. That's what you feel like, oh, fucking robbing my kids to help me with some fucking bullshit brain stuff. So we want it for, the fucking boys to be completely fucking free. All right, be completely like, hey, you fucking call, fucking show us that you're one of the fucking boys and you're fucked up. Like, here's a plane ticket, bring your ass out here and we'll fucking square you away.
Mm-hmm. That's what the goal is. And you want to be able to get, 20 veterans a month?
Yeah, ideal for me is 20. I can only really handle like 10 at a time by myself. There comes a point where you just can't. Mm-hmm. Even 10's like, it's on the upside of it. Mm-hmm. And as far as like how many times a month, like, I can go on a journey twice is really about it. That it's going to be, like good without, start to pay a price for it.
So that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Does that get us up to speed? What else?
Pretty much, yeah. So we may actually fraggo the plan to Arkansas. We're looking really hard at moving back to Idaho because that's where our grandchildren live and all this other shit. So we may end up putting it up there instead. Mm-hmm. But fuck, we'll figure it out. We're only a couple months into this, so we had to figure out that's even logistically possible. The other thing I really like about moving it up there is if we do this in Arkansas or the Ozarks, there has to be air conditioning. All right, mm-hmm. Because I need people to be comfortable when they're doing this stuff. So 6 months out of the year, you're gonna have to have some fucking air. If you move it somewhere into the north where the environment's a little bit more fucking forgiving, all right, you can do this all summer long with nothing, and in the winters you can have fires, which actually is more. It helps you with that fucking primitive feel, so it's good.
Right on. So people want to find you. It's barbarianspirit.com.
Yep.
You're on Twitter, X, at Way of Theirs.
Way off the res.
Way off the res, dude. I've been saying that thing wrong for a long. I was just way off theirs. I was like, what does he mean by like? Oh,
my first company was called Off the Res, in reference to the old counterterrorism term, off the reservation.
Yeah.
So when they nuked that account, I came back as Way Off the Res.
Way off the res. Yeah. There you go. And Instagram, you're at Clay Martin Actual. Echo Charles.
Yes, sir.
You got any questions?
Oh yeah. If we can rewind, are you at liberty to say how you found your stepdaughter that time?
Oh,
you
yeah,
said you were looking for her.
Yeah.
Like, how, I don't get, like, how'd you find it?
This is a thing that people like really like misconceptualize about like fucking soft dudes and Green Beret and shit, like that we're badass because like we have guns and we'll fucking come through your front door.
Yeah, like you ever watch Rambo Last Blood?
Yeah.
You ever watch that? That's what I envisioned. You ever watch that, Jocko?
Actually,
that's what I envisioned.
I don't know if I saw the Last Blood, but I've seen like the first 4.
Yeah, that was. Wait, I think that was. No, 1, 2,
was that the
3,
one that
4,
came out?
5.
The one that just came out?
Was
Was it the last?
The Last Blood, bro.
Yeah.
Where he's got a 50 cal in a house, and he's like mowing people down.
Is it in a house? No, he goes and finds his.
Is it in America?
He goes down to Mexico to find his kidnapped daughter.
Okay.
Or not daughter, I think it's like the niece or something.
Okay. Well, this is actually what makes us dangerous. It's not that we can fucking come to your house with a fucking pistol or a fucking machine gun. It's not that we can shoot you from a really long fucking rifle. It's that we will.
I feel like that's
pretty dangerous.
Very much one of the many things.
Like the more dangerous shit that we can do though is we can show up with very limited resources and make friends with people and talk to people and fucking get people to ally with us because we understand them and we fucking empathetically figured out what makes them fucking tick. Yeah. And next thing you know, we've got like a little fucking network or a little fucking army of all kinds of motherfuckers that are helping us. All right, so even if it's I've lived in Boise for 0 minutes when I needed to do this. And next thing you know, I got a fucking network through the fucking trailer parks and all kinds of other fucking criminal fucks that I bought for like a 12-pack or a fucking, box of smokes or some bullshit. And by the end of, fucking 2 weeks, like, I don't know, got a whole fucking rat line and intelligence network.
So where was she?
At some fucking dickhead's house. She was running between multiple different places, but eventually got to fucking hit a couple dry holes and found the right target.
Right.
That's like back in the day, right?
There you go. And then was she, when you found her, was she like, oh, okay, I'll go home with you, or was she like resistant? Like, what was the whole?
No, I mean, I didn't handle the action pieces of this myself either because this is America. When I showed up and fucking observed, we call the cops.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the cops arrested fucking everybody. They arrested these fucking shitbag parents that were actually harboring like fucking 10, 15 runaways. All kinds of crazy shit going on. Maybe not some less good shit that somebody should have fucking died of or whatever. When that shit went down. But yeah. So yeah, it was pretty fucking bananas though.
Yeah.
It's funny, actually, of all the people that ever asked me locally, like her family shit, like how'd this happen? The only guy that asked the right questions was her nephew that's a lawyer. He's like, fuck all the Action Johnny shit. He's like, I want to know how the fuck you figured this out when you don't know anybody. I'm like, mystique, magic.
Yeah. Right on. So we got her. She's back. She's back.
Yeah. No, she's
good.
Great. Yep.
Right on.
What else, Echo Charles?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Good to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you too, brother.
Right on.
Clay, any final thoughts, brother?
Man, this is the big thing, I think, for the veteran community. And especially like the war fighters, like the fucking grunts, like the fucking EOD, the guys that got blown up and got fucking hurt and shit like that. It doesn't fucking matter if you come do it with me, as long as you do it with somebody fucking competent. Don't be afraid of these substances, these fucking sacraments, as something that will help you. They are fucking amazing. You don't have to take my fucking word for it. You can look up the science and the white papers behind it, where it's like 75-80% of people, psilocybin especially, turns suicidal thought off like a light switch. It one-shots it. You can read a fantastic book by somebody else called A Dose of Hope, which is all about how MDMA is used on a therapeutic and how it helped him. And he went through some fucking crazy shit, and this like basically totally squared his life away. So look at it as an option. Don't go to like a house party or ask some weirdo chucklehead that does this for fun, because they don't understand. It's a completely different thing. And for that matter, even if you use these substances as a young guy to like party or something like that, it is a completely different experience when you use it either ritually or as a therapeutic. So don't just discount it because you've done it before when you were 16 and home alone.
Check. Well, man, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your lessons learned. Obviously, thanks for your service in the Marine Corps and in the Army, and thanks for taking the fight to the enemy aggressively when you got the chance. And thanks for what you're doing today to continue to help our brothers through what they're going through, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thanks again for having me. This has been absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait to see where this goes.
Right on, bro. Thank you. And with that, Clay Martin has left the building. Clearly talking about getting your mind right. Getting your body right, getting your spirit right. We can focus on the body. We know that one's pretty straightforward.
Yes.
What are we doing, working out, etc. You might want to check out JockoFuel.com. You might want to get some strawberry milk.
Yeah.
I know you do the strawberry milk, but you add what, a banana?
Banana.
What's the deal with that?
Because recently I revisited usually I have the RTDs. It's on rotation. Mm-hmm. Banana chocolate. That's the normal. But I had some strawberry, so I decided to revisit that strawberry. You add the banana. It enhances the strawberry flavor.
Check.
It does. I put half a banana, by the way. Check. But, oh, yeah. Roll that back in. Revisit that one.
So there you go. Get yourself some milk so you can be strong physically and healthier and all that. JockoFuel.com. You can also Hy-Vee. You ever heard of Hy-Vee?
Hy-Vee?
Yeah. It's another place you can get it. Walmart, Wawa. You guys know the deal. So,
where is Hy-Vee?
Like middle of the country.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
So there you go. Check out JockoFuel.com. Also OriginUSA.com. T-shirts. They seem like no big deal, but they kind of are a big deal. Because let's face it, we're wearing T-shirts a lot.
We are. Yeah.
Check out the Core T. Just standard. You can get graphics on them, but you can also just get a T-shirt. Yeah. And just wear it.
Yeah, fully.
Made in America 100%.
Yep. The thing that one of the very small handful of important elements of a T-shirt is the fit.
Oh, that's a huge piece.
Yeah, like even people were not like over-indexing on aesthetics and fashion or whatever. I don't think they realize how important the fit is. People, they'll have their favorite T-shirt. It'll be like 30 years old sometimes.
Oh, I've got some of those.
Yeah, but
maybe
it's your
not 30
favorite.
Years old. But.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for example, in principle. And it's because of the fit. No matter how old, no matter how outdated the design is, no matter how much it's kind of falling apart. See how those things become secondary if it fits right? That's one of the strong elements of the Core T-shirt, I've noticed.
The Core T-shirt from Origin USA. Now, does it fit good? It was made in America.
Yes, sir.
No 100% communist free. 100% slavery free. OriginUSA.com. Check it out.
It's true. Also, we're representing on the path, you know. We got shirts on there too, by the way. Also, very much focused on fit. In fact, I had many people tell me these are the best fitting shirts I've ever had. Miha, guy we both know and love. You know, smart guy sometimes.
Don't use the L word around me.
Some of us know him. Some of us know and love him. Anyway, smart guy. He mentioned to me he had one of the old school Back to the Book shirts. He said it was my favorite shirt because of the fit. It's not like Back to the Book is some groundbreaking message I need to wear on my back.
Let's face it, it's kind of cool though.
It's cool, but let's face it, that's not the front running element is what I'm saying. It's the fit. Anyway, he got it thrown away on accident, unfortunate incident, but nonetheless a whole nother story. Nonetheless, Jocko store, so you can get Discipline Equals Freedom. Good. Stand by to get some. Get after it. These are all shirts. The way we represent on the path. That's how you can do it. Indexing hardcore on the fit. Also, on Jocko store, I'll get to the shirt locker one sec. On Jocko store, new shirt. Good. Third edition.
That's not a new shirt. We've always had a good shirt.
Yes, we have.
We got a
and then we had another one, a new one. Now we got a new. See what I'm saying? It's
3.0.
3.0. It's only been like 4 years since the last one.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a good one. Check it out. We just released it yesterday. So people, if you're on the email list, you would have known this. See what I'm saying? So if you want to know about new shirts, sign up for the email list. Super simple.
What if we hate spam?
Hey, man, no factor. Because I don't spam at all. It's all relevant stuff, 100%. Okay, I mentioned the Shirt Locker. Shirt Locker is a new design every month. Subscription scenario. New design is out as of 3 days ago. The first of every month. New design switches over. I'll give you actually, I think I already told you what it was. No, I give you a hint. There's runes involved.
Oh, I like that. Speaking of runes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Dave Burke has a new book coming out.
Good deal, Dave.
The book is called The Need to Lead. Pre-order it now, get the first edition. And speaking of runes, Clay Martin has a few books. Barbarian Spirit, Wrath of the Wendigo. And he was saying it the other way. He was saying it Wendigo. Like Wendigo. Now. I have an answer to that question. Wendigo? Freaking now. Wrath of the Wendigo, Concrete Jungle, and then Prairie Fire. Of course, we have Echelon Front. We have a leadership consultancy, and we solve problems through leadership. If you want to come to one of our events, make sure you go online and check it out so you can actually go, because these events sell out. We have the muster coming up in December. So it's in Orlando, I believe.
Yeah.
So come and check it out. EchelonFront.com. Also, Extreme Ownership, our online training academy. You can learn to lead through an online academy, and you can learn skills that you need. We all need. We don't always have them. We're not born with them. You need to learn them. Check out extremeownership.com for that. And if you want to help service members, active and retired, you want to help their families, Gold Star families, check out Mark Lee's mom, Mama Lee. She's got an amazing charity organization. If you want to donate or you want to get involved, go to americasmightywarriors.org. Also check out heroesandhorses.org and Jimmy May's organization, beyondthebrotherhood.org. Check those out. If you want to connect with us for Clay, go to barbarianspirit.com. And then Twitter X, way off the res, not way of theirs, which is what I thought it was. Way off the res, way off the and then res, R-E-S. And then on Instagram, he's Clay Martin Actual. For us, you can check out Jocko.com. You can check out on social media. I'm at Jocko Willink, Echoes at Echo Charles. Just be careful. Don't submit and bow your head to the demons that are in your phone. We do not recommend that. It'll wreck your life, steal your soul. Once again, thanks Clay Martin for joining us. Thanks for sharing your lessons learned. And most important, thanks for what you did overseas to prosecute our nation's enemies. Thanks for what you're doing right now to try and help our veterans. Thanks to all our uniformed personnel around the world right now, with a solemn salute to our brothers in the Special Forces. It was an honor to serve with you all. Also, thanks to our police, law enforcement, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, dispatchers, correctional officers, Border Patrol, Secret Service, as well as all other first responders. Thank you for your service, keeping us safe on the home front. And everyone else out there, here's a little something to keep in mind from Clay's book, The Barbarian Spirit. He mentioned it for a second. The quote is, anything that wants you to put down your weapon is not your friend. Now, that doesn't only apply to actual weapons, I'm here to tell you. It applies to everything that's out there that's trying to make you weaker, trying to make you dumber, trying to make you less capable, trying to make you less healthy. These things are your enemy. That phone, that junk food, those temptations, those are not your friends. Those are your enemies. Do not surrender to them. Ever. And that's all I've got for tonight. Until next time, this is Echo and Jocko out.